just gonna keep on rolling.
You sure? We're gonna keep rolling?
Yeah.
It's already rolling. It's been rolling, Dave.
I know.
Cool. Now I'm gonna clam up.
Hey, I know.
But we already talked. I'm done.
But yeah, let's just get this
Get
rolling.
this word. Let's get started right in the episode. Welcome everybody to episode 18
Yeah, big 18.
of the Metal Family Experience.
I'm Damn It Dave.
And I'm What the Fuck Chuck.
And please, we have a handsome young man.
Give a nice round of applause to this sexy motherfucker over here, Zachary.
Yeah,
I'm sure you've all heard him. You all love his music.
Yeah, your
Definitely.
Your music is fucking phenomenal.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah.
Welcome to the garage.
Yeah. Sure.
We haven't come up
Little
with a good name for it yet. I'm just going with that. Garage of Misery.
Call it the garage.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, it is a garage. But anyhow.
Yeah. Well, we were just talking beforehand. Like, it was a good, cause, you know, our last was Metal Massacre.
Yeah, but that was
a good
what,
weekend.
5 minutes was our last episode, if.
Oh my God, yeah. I couldn't get shit going with that.
But we did get to the point where it's like, we would love to do all that walking around and talking, but it's like, I want to enjoy it too.
Yeah, so I'm kind of glad it kind of screwed up because it was nice just to have the camera set up and just.
Yep, had the cameras rolling still and did some live shots here and there.
But yeah, it was a good time.
Good time.
And one of your bands played there.
Yeah, two of them. Yeah, two of them.
I didn't know the second one. I only knew one
Well,
of them.
we feel free to introduce yourself to the people if you
Tell
want.
us
Let them
everything
know
about
what
it.
all you're in and
Oh
all
yeah. So I'm Zach Krahe. I play for too many bands, and probably gonna start another one by the end of this podcast. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's starting on bass, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to do vocals.
There we go. Yeah,
I
there
picked
it
up
is.
the bass a
There's
few-
the line
few
out.
months
Yeah.
ago.
But yeah, I play for, I do music under my own name, which is Zach Krahe, and we're a live band. It's like you said, this is where you saw us the first time. Sorry, you did that. It's my first time. Which is like kind of instrumental, progressive rock, progressive metal music. I've been playing for a band called Amavasia for 10 years. The songwriter of that band. And
I know I've heard
guitar
them before.
player.
Definitely liked them. Definitely liked them.
Yeah, the band is, it's a fun band, but it's one of those things where it's like, man, it's 10 years old already. It's like, it's crazy. It goes by quick.
Time
Oh,
goes
shit.
fly.
I got some homework to do
Yeah.
because that's one band I didn't know he was in.
Oh yeah, yeah. We played. So that was the band I think you didn't know that played then. Saturday, we played main stage at 6 or something like that. Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah.
Well, I got you on video and I'm still going through it.
Yep, still working on it. Don't worry, people, it's coming.
It's coming.
I didn't
It's just
realize.
been life. We got work and kids going back to college and
Yep.
it's just tough.
Just careful editing that video because I didn't realize till after the fact that the pants I was wearing did have a tear right in the crotch, and apparently in a lot of photos you just see underwear. So
Okay.
yeah,
That's
just
all right.
So you
Okay.
guys know.
Ventilation.
Smiley
It's
face.
ventilation on a hot day.
It was intentional.
Yeah,
See,
ventilation.
even the wife's nodding her head back there. She agrees. It's ventilation. You gotta let shit breathe.
Yeah, the weather was nice though.
It was.
That was a great fucking
And then
weekend
it'll be a
weather-wise.
perfect weekend for it. It was warm, good and warm, but nighttime, yeah, cooled down, but it still was.
It'd be interesting to see
I
how
didn't
many
need a
people
jacket.
attended. This year I'd like to see what the
Yeah,
attendance
we
is.
never did ask him for a total number.
No, I meant to send him a message, but I got busy. But yeah,
My
so
favorite thing about Massacre is every time, every year it happens, I always see a couple people that I'm like, I haven't seen you in years, and so it's always like a cool, it's almost like a family reunion.
Yeah.
I saw Adam from Pathos Departure, who's this super sick band from when I was in high school. We opened for them.
really,
And and we still Jake who drums and singer of Blaspheme and then drums for my music live in Amavasia. Him and I still sing some of their songs all the time.
Yeah,
They're like a legendary. It was really cool getting to see him again.
it is. It's
Yeah.
almost like a family reunion because
Yeah.
it's a pretty cool vibe.
Yeah.
Even all the people we've met over the time we've been doing whatever and then end up seeing them, it's been so many months, but they still remember you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then every time I get my Scott Parker hug.
Yeah.
I always look
Oh,
forward
you
to my
gotta
Scott
get that,
Parker
yeah.
hug.
I pissed him off when I got it first.
Yeah, I was mad because he'll just because he hasn't seen you for like a month or two. He'll just come up to you and just give you a big bear hug, just squeeze. It's like okay, I love it.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
Scott's a super cool dude. He came and I think he lives kind of in the Meadville area.
Yeah.
I know he came and saw us play at the Voodoo in Meadville when that was still a thing. And he's just such a nice dude. I remember I was loading out, and he didn't even say anything. He just helped me start carrying stuff, and then you're the band.
Yeah, he's a cool
Scott's
dude.
great.
You can't say, but it's been a ride. But actually, I kind of want to get back to So we were talking earlier, like your background in music.
Oh yeah.
So like when did you get started, like with the guitar, like what?
Yeah, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a guitar player. I have a brother who's 4 years older than me, who's a better guitar player than me. Fantastic guitar player, way different player than me. Fantastic. But when I was growing up, he was 4 years older than me, and the rule in our house was you had to play piano for, I think it was 4 years before you could play another instrument. So he got to guitar before me. So he was piano, I was nothing, and then he actually went to bass when I started piano, and so I was like 8 years old. And then I was like, I want to play guitar, and then he ended up getting guitar 2 before me. And then when I finally hit my 4-year mark, I got his hand-me-down guitar, and it was cool. I'm really like, because I'm a music teacher now, and it's like I could not thank my parents enough for making me do that, because it's like I still play piano.
Yeah,
sounds like you come from a
props to mom and dad on that. Definitely.
Yeah, very. Mom and dad are very. Are they like musical inclined too?
So they are. They're not musicians. My mom played a little bit in high school, but they both are like music lovers. And like my mom, I don't even know if she knows this, but she showed me. She's probably the reason I like heavy music, and she probably would throw up in her mouth that I'm saying this. But she bought Leave a Whisper, the Shinedown record, because of their cover of Simple Man. And I remember being a kid and hearing 45 and being like, which I mean, by today's standards isn't the heaviest thing in the world, but like, I remember hearing that as a kid, and that was the first time I heard like hard rock and like knew what it was. Yeah. And so like it's kind of funny, but yeah, I mean, my parents, we all still, I mean, like my dad sends me songs all the time still, and he'll send me he sent me songs from Buckethead. He got me into, if you guys know who Michael Hedges is, fingerstyle guitar player. He unfortunately passed away, but yeah, very thankful for the home I grew up in.
For sure, we all are.
I know.
We get to reap the benefits.
Yeah, but that
or lack thereof. But
you hear it, like I've watched like shows like on like musicians or music or whatever, and a lot of them say like they always play piano.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's for that stretching.
Well, I think the stretching definitely helps. I always joke and say I have piano player fingers. When I play guitar, I like to do these huge stretches. Like I'm a big chord guy, like doing lots of obnoxious things. The best guitar player I know, Justin, who plays. You saw him play with us when we do the Zachary music. It's so funny because there's so many times where he'll like play a chord and he just looks at me and he's like, "What even is?" You know what I mean? Which is funny because he's the best guitar player I know, but it's like, sometimes I am just a goof with these stretches. It's cool. The thing that I really like about it, especially from like more of like an education standpoint, is the guitar is kind of a dumb instrument in terms of the way it's laid out. Like it's very difficult. I'm like kind of joking when I say it, but it's kind of difficult to like know where the notes are.
Can play it.
Yeah.
But it's like a hard instrument to learn like the vocabulary on and like the formal music terms on. Right. Whereas like on a piano and like on the keyboard, it's like you want to learn where middle C is? Well, there's one of those. And like on guitar, it's like where do you want to play?
Yeah. Right.
True.
So
and that's what to make that sound.
Mm-hmm.
That confuses the hell out of me.
Yeah,
he's trying bass.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's confusing the hell of it because I'm hearing terms.
Is he still playing it, Tammy?
Yeah. I have, off
Getting
and on.
better, would you say?
I don't know. I don't hear it because he puts it on.
I put the headphone on.
Okay. I keep
I don't want to disturb, so I got,
That's the whole point.
Well, it sounds like a screeching cat. But yeah, it's just, what I'm doing at this point is just stretching my fingers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
definitely. I've always wanted to play guitar, but I don't know. I think maybe I'm doubting. Do I doubt myself too much for that? Probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I just look at it and taking my hands up like I can't do that.
That's
but then watch people and something. It's like it doesn't look that fast, natural, and sounds good. Maybe I could do that.
Well, that's the thing is like it's not just with an instrument, and I'm gonna sound goofy because I don't remember what study it was, but I remember reading one of the Psychology Today or something like that studies where like there's science behind the fact that if you believe you can't do something, your brain can actually inhibit you from doing that. So like performance athletes, like or even like a basketball player, like being like, oh, I can't dunk. Your brain can literally prevent you from dunking, even if physically you can.
It's almost, it'd be the same concept as like I was a basketball player doing like 50 free throws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's repetitive. So if you keep
Yeah.
repeating that, your brain's going to assume like, oh, yeah.
Hell, as much as I talked about the kid being confident and you could do this, and then I sit here like I probably couldn't.
But that's being a
take my own
parent there. We
advice.
want our kids to be better than us.
Yeah.
That's all.
I need to the guitar store. Stat. Before they close, get me a starter kit.
But then you start talking about like, going, dropping down, and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, man, I just want to stretch my fingers first. Then I'll start getting into the theory.
Yeah.
And then.
Well, and it's like, everyone's got their own perspective on it. One of the things, because like I wouldn't say that I know everything, because I clearly don't. I'm still learning. I'll be learning the rest of my life. But when it comes to music theory, when I was in college, one of the things that I really liked that my professor used to always say was he would say, just keep in mind the music came first. And so his whole point was that like all these like nerdy terms and everything, they were like
half over
terms
there.
that came to like
I got later.
to
That's
like
interesting.
define sounds that were already happening. So it's like, there wasn't theory and then music was made. It's like the music was made and then a bunch of nerds were like, well, let's figure out the proper nouns that describe what we're doing, And so it's like music theory I think is valuable, and I definitely like am aware of it and apply it all the time, but at the end of the day it's like, does it sound good? Then it's good, that's like
True.
a big like, and that's, so it's, I love theory, but also a lot of my favorite players probably don't know that much. Like we were talking about Bolt earlier, and it's like I'm a huge Bolt from a Valentine fan, huge Trivium fan. There's videos of Matt Heafy teaching Trivium riffs where he's saying the wrong note names when he's playing the riffs, and it's like awesome because I'm like, he's a way better guitar player than me, Like,
but that's how,
It's like, but I can tell you that's a B,
He's
it's
been
like,
in Trivium since he was 13.
what was that?
He's been in Trivium since he was 13.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's insanity.
When I found them, I found them because The Sims 2, the video game, like the Flies was on it, and it was the first time that I heard like metal that was that aggressive, which once again by today's standards people probably think is like light stuff.
Yeah.
But the Crusade just came out, so Shogun wasn't even out. And I remember hearing the Crusade, and I was like, I don't know if I was 12 years old or something, and I remember being like, these guys are going to be the next Metallica. And at that point, they weren't a big band. And so, like, it's cool to see them, like, on track to be the next Metallica.
Yeah.
It's like they're,
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And they put on, because like I said, you recognize us down in Pittsburgh when we went to that concert.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a concert.
Yeah.
Both of them put on,
I
a
really
great
did
production.
want to see August Burns.
So did I.
I was looking forward to them live too. That kind of sucked.
Yeah, because
Thank you, weather.
because
Mother
I didn't
Nature.
know anything about the two other bands until we saw it. So I started listening to both of them. Like, oh, man, that's gonna be it.
He's like,
And then-
who? And I said, all right, check this one out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he'll send me shit because he works
Oh,
third, and I own my own plumbing
Get home in
company,
the
so
morning and I go sit at my little bench in the corner
Yeah.
there for a little session.
he'll hit me up and
I'll
we'll
just
talk
message
and
him while he's getting coffee for work, send him all that. I got a bunch of new songs on the playlist, man. Listen.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's all we do. We sit
I love
around
that.
and-
One of my I guess what you would call your best friend. I always think that term is disrespectful to your other friends, so I don't like throwing it around. But the guy I would consider to be my best friend, I suppose we've been best friends since I was like 2 years old.
Right.
Him and I are always sharing music with each other, and just today on Facebook Memories or whatever, I saw that I had a memory where I was like, Josh Jones always finds the coolest shit. 'Cause
Yeah.
he sent me this band
He
called
does, he
Brian
always-
Mayer.
Yeah, he
What was
always
it
says
again?
Brymir. BRYMIR. Really sick band. But yeah, it's cool having those people in your life that like,
Yeah. Have
will
the
find
same
stuff that,
interest in music or will even give it a chance.
Yeah.
Well, also, I know it's going to sound like that stupid ass cliche, but music does bring a lot of people
It
from
brings
different
people together.
backgrounds together. Because you go to like we were talking about Massacre.
Mm-hmm.
Look how many different types of people were there.
Yeah.
So many
All
different
from-
folks from
all from-
all different walks of life.
Yeah, because it was so
Everybody
cool
getting
because it
along,
was.
having a great fucking time.
Yep.
I think it was either.
And a different, all kind of different music too.
Oh,
It's
all
not
different
all just
genre.
straight hardcore death rock metal.
Yeah.
No. There's some
No, but
awesome,
we had.
nice, mellow stuff.
I took
So
one
much
picture.
time.
Remember that picture I took on Facebook that went viral
Picture.
from Massacre?
One picture. Oh,
Yeah, I took one because I was like.
the opening of the barn where you
Yeah,
go, this is what it's
it was
all
a
about.
great.
Oh
because-
yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that son of a bitch went viral.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we got to see, what was it, the views?
Dave is internet famous.
Yeah, it was around like 15,000, and then there was like almost 2,000 likes.
Hell, you just
That's
been on
amazing,
Facebook joining all different metal groups, local ones. For
That's-
how many different states you're in?
I think the only one we're not in is Hawaii, so fuck you, Hawaii.
He keeps saying that every show.
I can't, I
He
mean,
looks at the analytics and stuff.
I
I'm
do,
over here
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
I
I'm
like
a nerd.
talking to people.
sorry, I'm a nerd. I like looking at
No,
that.
it's cool. I mean, I think like you're talking about bringing music together is like, I think that's one of the cool things. Like, I've got a lot of my gripes with like the social media age and this weird postmodern
Yeah.
fucking thing
Yeah.
we're in right now. But it's like, it is really cool how you get connected with people. Like I met someone who did a T-shirt design for me, and I didn't even know this at the time, but she was in Italy. And became friends with her, and I went on vacation in Italy, and I was able to hang out with her a little bit. And it's
Yeah.
like that
Awesome.
never would have happened if it
That's
wasn't
awesome.
for Instagram, you know.
Yeah.
Or even like
That's the good part of it.
That's exactly.
And
that's
what
why-
it is.
and
Because
that's
there's a lot of
what-
bad sides.
And that's
yeah.
what it should, and that's what it was designed
Yes.
for.
Yeah.
And of course, ours gets abused like everything else.
One of the craziest things that's happened, and it's like a really cool story. I'll try to make it brief, but
Oh no, we're not on a time limit,
just
man.
with the internet thing, this was like bananas because, like, I'll be abundantly clear. Like, I understand not a lot of people listen to my music, so I'm not like, oh, everyone knows me. No one knows me. But this,
We know you.
my
And
one,
you recognized us.
this one guy that I know is a friend of mine. He was originally from Erie, and he moved, I believe, I'm trying to remember, but he moved to Colorado, I think. And he's a fan of my music, and he's always been very supportive and very kind, and like he's done like album reactions for me and things. And very, very nice guy, and very
That's
talented
awesome.
musician too. But he went to, I don't know if it was in England, it was in Europe somewhere, but he went to like a prog festival,
Okay.
and like a prog metal festival, and he's in the pit and he starts talking to this woman who's from Poland. So he's from Colorado, she's from Poland. They're talking in the pit of the show between bands or whatever. And somehow the conversation comes up that he's American, that he lives in Colorado, and they're talking. And then somehow he mentions that he's originally from Pennsylvania. And she's like, oh yeah, she's like, Pennsylvania's got a lot of great metal bands. And so talking about August Burns Red, he was like, oh yeah, probably like August Burns Red or like Rivers of Nile or something like that.
Right.
And she goes, yeah, I just found this guy that I really like. And she pulls up my album.
Oh my
And,
god.
and he
Awesome.
shook, and he goes, "You're kidding me?" And she's like, "What?" And he's like, "That's like my friend. Like it's my hometown, Erie, you know." And it was this crazy. And then he sent me a picture of them smiling, and she's holding up her phone. And I was like, "That is just
That is
so
awesome.
crazy." Yeah, and
That
it's
is
like,
the coolest thing.
yeah,
because-
and it's like it was like it wasn't even like it's like it sounds like it's an ego thing, and it's not that. It's
No,
just like it's just
just
crazy.
definitely
that-
a
Yeah,
small
I-
world in the
yeah.
end.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about because, like, when you recognize us, and we never. I mean, I never met you before,
Yeah.
and you recognize us about the podcast. You know, it wasn't. And I came home and telling her something. That wasn't an ego thing. It was just
No,
like,
it felt
holy
good.
shit,
It's
I'm like-
wow.
you know, it's like people are actually. They actually know this.
You got
you know?
recognized what at the supply store?
Yeah,
Said it once.
guitar.
Oh, Guitar Center when you were
Guitar Center, yeah, when I was
bass.
getting the bass, I
Nice.
got recognized.
Yeah,
I
when
got mine.
and it's one of those things like if you put a lot of time into something. I mean, I know there's some ego there, like obviously, but it's like
Naturally.
when you put so much time into something, it just feels good to know someone's listening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like a lot of times it feels like you're doing it just for yourself. And I mean, at the end of the day, I would be doing this whether 10 people are listening or just my mom or
Right.
100 people, you know?
Exactly. That's what, like we told
That's what
him.
we
I'm like,
figured.
this is just
We're
a
just gonna do it. We
Yeah,
don't
this
care
is
if
just a
it
hobby.
watches.
Yeah, yeah.
We weren't
2 people watch
expecting-
or 1,000 people watch. I'm happy.
Yeah, we weren't expecting this response
That's-
from this area. I mean,
Well,
we weren't. I mean, I think we were talking beforehand. Like, there's no shortage of bands that we could bring on.
Yeah.
And our issue at the beginning was we weren't sure like would anybody actually come on because we were like no
Right.
bands. We're just like an old man who smokes dope and we got that man drinks beer.
Right.
And we just wanted to have a conversation and bullshit.
yeah.
You know. Yeah, that's it. That's it. But
We don't do no drama, no politics. We talking.
yeah, we just talk music and shit. Sometimes we go off on UFOs and conspiracy theories. I do. But,
Are you into that? Dave loves UFO conspiracy
Oh,
stuff.
I'm a big UFO conspiracy.
I'm not educated enough on the conspiracy theories. There's a couple ones that I'm like, oh, I could see that. You know, mainly the ones I tend to buy into are more the ones when there's just like money. Like, you know, where I'm like, yeah, that makes sense because people are gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But like I'm not a flat Earth guy. You know?
Oh man. Oh God, that no.
Yeah.
Because there's like, no way. It's like I've been on airplanes before.
Yeah.
You know, I know. There's
Just the worst when I was just trying to be an ass and bust his balls about conspiracy crap when Dreadman was here. As soon as I said it,
Yeah.
I saw one when I was a kid.
And I'm like going, yes.
I just
talk
screwed
about
myself.
it.
Well, and like I'm definitely out of my comfort zone with this, so like I don't know a lot about it. But the thing that was crazy to me, I just heard this recently, was, and this isn't like a statement about UFOs in general, but specifically flying saucers, is they said that the reason why people would identify them as flying saucers was because of a misquote. Because one of the first people, I forget who it was, but one of the first people who said they saw a UFO, they said that it skipped across the sky like a saucer of water. And the newspaper reported it as a flying saucer, and then he went back and changed it. He's like, yeah, it's a flying saucer.
1947.
Which I will say, like that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. But it is funny that like a misquote, and then everyone's like, "Yeah, I'm seeing flying saucers." And it's like,
just like that.
What
Well, the first time, like it was, I think in the late '40s when the report came out that a UFO crashed at Roswell,
Was it
all that, and then the headline said, you know, United States Air Force. Whatever UFO crash, whatever. The next day, it was
Don't go that
automatically
far
changed.
down the rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, it's a big rabbit hole. But see, I don't believe like when like someone, if it's like your average Joe that tells me, I'm like, okay, that's a cool story.
Yeah.
But when you start hearing it from like, you know, fighter pilots, you know, and they, you know, aircraft carrier guys and stuff, like military, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, that's odd.
Well, and that's like I'm definitely like I would consider myself a skeptic with most things, and like I don't believe in ghosts and I don't believe in a lot of supernatural stuff. But
Really?
at the end of the day, though,
if
when
I
the lights
see it
are
in front
off,
of me, I'll believe it.
well, and that's the thing is like, and when the lights are off, though, I kind of believe in ghosts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I like to be tough.
I still remember when.
At work, I'm the first person there Sunday night all by myself. I've seen things in the corner of my eyes and not shocked.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. It was Jacob, my oldest, was an infant. This is when I was married to his mom, my ex-wife, way before I met her. And you know, we're in bed asleep. We have a rocking chair, you know, not too far from the bed. We have the, you know, the crib in the room and all this. You know, I hear the baby stir, so I pop my eye up, and should you know, it was my deceased grandmother rocking in the chair.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, and I sat there, I'm like thinking, nah, I'm asleep. But still, I can still vividly see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. It could be
Never
just your
can.
mind tricking you. Who knows?
Well, and that's like the thing that's so tough about it, because
You
like.
just don't.
Like it's one of those things where it's like I feel like I would, I mean, just like everyone, I guess, like if I had a first-hand experience with it, I probably would be way more open to that world.
Right.
But I have just yet to have an experience like that. And honestly, like as silly as it is, I would love to have an experience like that. Like
I would too.
How exciting would that be? You know, and so like
Yeah,
that.
but
like,
then
Trip to one of the most haunted places, and are we down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll walk through.
Yeah, I mean,
you
it's,
might have to hold me.
but it could be,
That's
it could
okay.
be just
Dave
your
will hug me
mind.
the whole time.
It could be your mind tricking you, or something. I mean, it could be anything. But I still swear up and down that was my
You will
deceased
believe
grandmother.
when you're going in that building that it's the most haunted place. Your mind's going to make you see something. I
Yeah, I mean,
suppose
I-
it's possible.
Who knows? I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean,
Well, and it's also tough to have like having conversations about that kind of stuff sometimes, because like me being more like I said, I would consider myself a skeptic. And I've had this conversation with people before, and it's one of those things where I'm like, someone will be like, "This is what I saw," and a lot of times if it's like someone I'm really close with, I'll just be about it and be like,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like one of those things where it's like it's not even like I think you're full of shit thing. It's not coming from a place of, once again, it's not coming from a place of arrogance. It's more just like I just haven't experienced that, so I don't buy
Yeah,
it.
it's
But
hard,
it's like, but also, like I said, when the lights are off. Maybe I do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because there's no way to me that we're it.
Yeah.
Even the times here, even I get up and I fucking feel like I seen something.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Well, and I will say that though, like looping back to aliens, That, I do believe in aliens for sure. Because, I mean, like, just statistically. Like, I forget.
Yeah.
I was just talking about this the other night with someone. It's like, statistically, like...
The math doesn't add up.
Yeah, and I think it's so arrogant for us to think we're the only ones. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we just got super lucky. And it's like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
I
no,
believe
like,
there's life out there.
no. And I can guarantee you, they have definitely visited, and they probably consider us like a bunch of monkeys
We
with
were on
nukes.
vacation
Yeah.
in
It was
Myrtle
like a
Beach.
zoo.
Over the ocean, there was these few different things. I got video on my phone of them. Me and her both are like, ooh.
But and the bad part is, I don't like the bad part, but that area that he was at, that's a lot of
Like a
naval
hotspot or
bases.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So a lot more hot spots are around like military installations, nuclear sites, stuff like that.
Huh.
But that's when I started getting more. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, you guys are seeing something you can't explain, and then but you have a department. But you used to have a department called ATIP.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
ATIP is
There it is. Right?
yeah,
Okay, just check.
yeah, because it's recorded right there.
He's forgotten before.
Yeah.
He forgot the one.
It's,
I don't remember who it was with, but we had to restart. The one time he forgot.
I think it was
Was it
Grace.
Stars? Oh yeah, turn from Grace.
Yeah.
Yep, it was.
Um, Oh, but
That's good.
now I
I'll
lost my
talk
train
to
of thought.
Eric all day. That's fine.
I'll
That's
start
right.
with Eric anyway. He's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, ATIP. It was like it was a department that was investigated the claims from like pilots and stuff like that
Yeah.
and all that. And that's the one that came out. Actually, it came out public in 2017 when the New York Times broke the
Oh,
story.
yeah. You know, I do remember that.
With
Yeah.
Commander David Faber. He's the one that was talking about the Tic Tac, and that's the interesting one because
Yeah.
he's a commander of the Super Hornets, F-18 Super. I mean those things. I mean, yeah, those guys are
Well, that's
not
how
on
you're
drugs.
like those are some smart dudes. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And there was two, and there was four of
Anybody that
them
can fly
seeing
those
this.
things are smart enough.
Yeah, and there was four of them that saw this,
Yeah.
and he actually engaged it. He got engaged with it. But yeah, that's that's the one that perked me up. Cause before that, that's when I was more like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. But then when I heard that one, like,
And that's the
and
thing.
you have video,
like-
and they have video of this too. I mean, they have the radar video or the infrared video of that encounter.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's like, yeah. So that's why I'm like going, okay, that's weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But
Well,
Come to the light.
I know. But it was a
Come to the light, out of the rabbit hole.
They call it a Tic Tac.
Out of the
because
rabbit hole.
he said it was a 40. It looked like it was 40 foot. It looked like a Tic Tac white.
oh wow.
Hey, wives, you guys
Oh,
are
yeah.
supposed to help. Come take
Yeah.
care of your husband. He needs a rope out of the rabbit hole.
That reminds me. It has nothing to do with
UFOs.
You started it.
I did
You
not.
take care of it.
Yeah.
Well,
You
Alright, I
started.
probably did.
last thing.
No,
I'll
actually,
say
he
about
mentioned it first.
Like it's a conspiracy theory.
The last thing I'll say about the aliens like touching down is like I'm a huge George Carlin fan, and I just remember there was like one of the George Carlin's probably my favorite artist just in general.
Yeah.
But I remember I'm not going to remember the quote, but he said something to the extent where he's basically just talking about the state of the world. And keep in mind it's probably in the late '80s, early '90s.
Oh, yeah.
And then he,
I
like-
loved watching him.
Yeah, and he's listing, all this crazy shit that's going on, and then he just ends with like, "Oh yeah, wouldn't you be excited to come visit us?" And it's like,
Yeah.
it's like with all this, like,
Yeah, we're a zoo. That's what I said. Like
pretty
we're a
much.
bunch of monkeys, but we have nukes.
yeah.
So they probably are
They
thinking,
watch us kill each other.
Yeah.
off.
Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, I want to see what these little fucks are going to do.
One of the podcasts I
They don't
really
care.
enjoy, the host talks about spirituality a lot, and something he says all the time is he says we're just like dogs trying to understand the internet. And
Yeah.
like it's how I feel about
True.
a lot of things. Is I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe my brain just isn't capable of
And
understanding.
it's
some
so
of this
funny
stuff.
too, is because like we remember the time before the internet. You know, it wasn't
Back
like
in
it did like
ancient days.
yeah, back in the ancient days. But it's like it's being a Gen Xer, pre-internet and post-internet.
Well, and that's like I'm in
That's
sort of a
different.
weird generation with that because like so I was born in '95 and I didn't have high-speed internet till 2009. And so I do remember like pre everyone being
I was
connected.
getting out of 8th grade in 95. Christ. He was out of high school, I'm sure.
It's just like
I was married.
it is weird having that like Like this wasn't a thing. Like I
Right.
teach, and so like I have students who are like 12 and 13 years old, where I'll like say something like dial-up internet, and they'll be like, "What's dial-up internet?" Or I'll say like high-speed internet, and they're like, "It's just the internet. Like it's just instantaneous." I'm like,
Wasn't it Jake that didn't know what encyclopedias were?
Yeah.
His oldest boy didn't know what
"Oh
encyclopedias
really?
were.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's crazy."
Yeah, that was my fault. But actually, it wasn't my fault because I didn't
Cooler.
get custody of him until he was 16.
Oh, gotcha.
Thank you.
My ex-wife was pretty much the spawn of Satan.
Oh.
Would use him against me all the time, even though she'll admit to this day that I'm still the bastard and it was my
Okay,
fault
rabbit hole.
that she left. But no, actually, I asked you to bring something tonight because I was interested.
Yeah.
Can you pull that out?
Yeah.
You gotta see
You
this.
whip that out over
Yeah, I've been.
It's pretty cool.
Because I got questions. I got some
Yeah.
questions.
I've got the bar with it too, so I'll pull that out too. But if I can find it. Yeah. This is the main one. I got too many of these.
Yeah, that's it. That's
This
it.
is the main one. But yeah.
That's
Look
cool.
at that son of a
Nice,
bitch.
man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm a fan of this guy. Definitely a fan of this guy.
That is really
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Now, the tuning, that's down below past
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bridges, right? Okay,
Yeah,
that's
so
where
you
those
do like
are
these
at.
little like thumb
Tighten them
screws.
down there instead of on top.
Yeah, and the way it works, it's actually honestly I find it's just as easy to restring this as it would be like a guitar, like a normal guitar, I guess. But if you just run the strings through the thumb screw and it comes through up here, you lock it down here, you tune it to pitch, and then when everything's tuned to pitch, and like usually I just break the strings in a little bit just to make sure they're not going to snap. Then you just trim the ends off and you're done. You don't have to do any wrapping or anything, which is pretty nice.
That is
That is
fucking,
nice.
that is sexy.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like
Now,
that.
my
design
biggest
in the front.
question
I
is-
like that.
On this is, and I hear this and I just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
People saying, oh, this guy does a great setup
Oh yeah.
on the guitar. What does that mean?
Yeah, and so I'm not good at setting up my own guitars. I do it occasionally, but I've the guy who plays bass with me, Chris Foner. He set this up actually for me the last time. There's a great tech out in Northeast, Pat Phelps, who's set it up before. And then actually, if you guys saw Sarson on Friday night at I think it was Friday night. Yeah, Friday night at Metal Massacre. Lucian, who's the guitar player that game, he's actually the guitar tech at Guitar Center now. He does great setups too. But yeah, so basically what it is just adjusting things such as like the string height from the fretboard so that it's easy to play. Intonation, so like basically like if you were to play a G here and then you move it an octave higher and play a G here, that it's still in tune. So like things like that. But yeah, and so like
How
it
do
is-
they, okay, so I mean, so they can you, because I've heard people like having it, oh, I want to set it this way, or so you can set it up any way you want to.
Yeah, for the most part.
For
yeah.
different, for like different types of sounds you're trying to produce.
Yeah, and also just the way you play. Like
That's why you'll see a lot of them have a rack of guitars.
Yeah, I see it all the time. It's always, to me, it's fascinating. It's like, seriously, how do you know this shit?
Well,
I mean,
well, like I mentioned my brother earlier. Him and I are really the opposite in this way. Where like I think I'm lazy. I don't like to work hard. So like with my guitar, like I like the strings to be basically as tight to the fretboard as they can, where you'll still hear the notes, but also like that it doesn't sound fuzzy. So like that way, when you're like fretting, you don't have to fret quite as hard. It makes it easier to play faster phrases and things like that. But my brother, he likes to fight his guitars a little bit. Like the strings are actually pretty high. He digs in more. He's just got stronger hands, But there's benefits to that too.
Maybe
there's
that's
not
what
as much buzz and.
maybe can you do that to the bass guitar?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's what I need.
Yeah, get that action a little lower, especially on the bass, dude. Basses necks typically shift a little bit more too.
Is that
So
what he
like,
needs?
like yeah,
That's what he needs, huh?
Yeah, because it's hard to get the string down.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. You probably need. We call it
Because I haven't done anything since I bought it.
Yeah.
Except just messing with it.
When you said you got it at a Guitar Center,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's probably I was like, I'm the Guitar Center. The guitar itself is probably fine, but if it's been sitting in the Guitar Center, it probably wasn't set up.
No, it's I would say it's probably just your basic starter base, nothing.
Yeah.
I think it was $400, $500.
Oh, that's pretty decent though. I mean, that's definitely not a beginner base. That's definitely something a little bit,
Yeah, because I didn't want like something cheap, but I didn't want something
Yeah.
I wanted something just like maybe,
Well, that's the tough thing is like, because, when I have students who are looking at getting their first guitar, like obviously budget's a real thing, and so you gotta pay attention to that. But like, I always recommend, I'm like, honestly, like, rather than buying a starter pack for $300, I'm like, you should take that money and buy a used guitar for $300, because it's like sometimes those starter pack guitars, not all of them, but sometimes it's basically plywood, and it's like, if you're not like, if the thing is gonna be super hard to play, you're not gonna stick with it, and it's like get a good guitar that has some dings in it, and so like you spending like you said around $500, that's probably a pretty decent instrument.
Yeah, because I think all together, like I walked out of there, plus maybe 800. I got a bass amp. Shit, I'm trying to think what the name of it was, but that was like 150 or something like that.
Nice.
It was a decent one. But I know enough from my older brother and being around music, what they should feel like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I can tell the difference between like a $150 bass compared to like, okay, this is real wood, and it's not. That's what I wanted. I wanted something good quality that I could have for a few years and shit.
Well, and something at least the school of thought I have with like any like electric guitar or electric bass, like this doesn't really apply to acoustic guitars, but like if I ever find a guitar, like price point aside, if I find a guitar that I like the feel of, it can sound terrible. But if it feels really good, if I'm like, oh, this is a comfortable instrument, then I think it's worth it, because you can always change out the pickups, and then it's going to sound better, and you can also run through a different amp and things like that. But like, I've had electric guitars where it's like, this thing sounds great, but I do not enjoy playing this, and then I don't play it, and it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I've gone through a lot of guitars like that.
I think any job, if you're not comfortable with your tools, you're not going to be happy doing
Exactly, yeah. No, 100%.
Well, that I probably should go. Well, next time I see your bassist, I'm going to talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's
he would love that, yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't know. I
never
never put it until
we take all kinds.
Until we started talking.
I
wasn't
let this
putting
guy keep coming back.
Yeah, I just wasn't putting two together about, I probably should set that up too, because I'm having a hard time, getting him down, and keeping him down too.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe if they, just a little bit lower.
It helps. And the thing is, you got to be careful too, because like I'm very fortunate where my issues kind of went away. This isn't wood, but knocking wood, right? But I was having some But I was having some issues with my left hand, like overuse stuff, during like college, and for like honestly like 5 years, where like the tendon between my thumb and index finger was getting sore, so like barring, I couldn't do it for very long periods of time, and then even just fretting. I wanted to play guitar for a little bit, and when I was growing up, one of my guitar teachers, who I studied with for years, phenomenal player and teacher, but he had some hand issues, not from that, but similar, and so like I remember like. He used to teach me to play with like a pretty light touch and things, so I kind of felt like I was letting him down because I was having hand issues from overuse, so you do got to pay attention to that stuff.
Oh, yeah. It's the same thing, like with my profession, I'm using a lot of heavy equipment, heavy tools, pipe wrenches, and so my hands are like really, like I have a really strong grip and forearm, but I notice that, they can, sometimes I get that tin in my thumb.
Yeah.
I'll start hurting. Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's like a scary feeling when like if you can't even like bar a chord, and it's like when your thumb's giving out. It's like man,
Especially that's what you're doing for that's your job.
Yeah. It's like it's one of those things that's tough because I'm
very angel reserve.
Yeah. Well, it's like I'm very thankful that it is my job, but it's like it's my job, but also it's like my reason for getting out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
so it's
awesome.
which is great, but also it's like talk about eggs in one basket. You know what I mean? It's like I fuck up my hands. It's just like well, what now?
Where do you teach at?
I run a small music shop out of Northeast.
Okay.
So so I have a little storefront that I teach private lessons out of. My own
Plug away at it if you want.
Yeah, at Northeast Music Co. I have a little bit of a waiting list, but if people ever want to come take lessons, it's great. I teach. My youngest student started with me when he was 5, and I've taught people in their 70s. So it's like. It's been really
so cool.
Especially after the show.
Yeah, that's kind of cool though, especially when you get the older students who are just picking it up for the first time.
It is, and I was, it's funny this is coming up because I was just talking to someone about it the other day, where I was saying about, I feel like I'm saying about everything, but I love teaching like all ages. Like even like I always joke, we call them ankle biters, you know, like the real little kids. But it's like it's so cool just meeting people where they're at. You know what I mean? And like I think there's like one of the most like, I don't know, like inspiring things I can see is someone who's like, you know, in their later years picking up instrument for the first time. You know,
like retired, and then they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna learn this now.
Yeah, well, because it's like, yes, it's like you're doing something new. You know what I mean? And it's like,
yeah,
you know,
that is so cool. Especially and you get to see them progress.
Yeah, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I have a student who, it's crazy. When he started with me, he was 13 maybe. And he graduated high school now. He's actually going to be going to Berkeley, like we were talking about. He's doing the Berkeley online program. But when he started with me, we were just talking about this. I was teaching him "Wish You Were Here" from Pink Floyd. You know, it was like the first thing he wanted to learn. We learned the solo, and it was 2019, or it was like early 2020, right before COVID hit. COVID hit. We went online. I've been teaching him online ever since. And now he lives in Austin. He gigs out pretty much every week. He's written and released his own records, and it wasn't the coolest thing. Like he's done some things that are very cool, like just as a creative person, like writing really beautiful songs, and he's a great guitar player. But one of the like coolest moments that's happened is one day I'm just like, I don't know, probably playing video games or something, and I get a video from a number that's not my phone. Never had a text from this person ever, and I'm like, what the hell? And I click it, and I'm like, oh, watch this be like, you know, watch me get on some watch list, like this is some terrible video or something. And I click it. And I see my student, and I see him playing a riff, and he's like smiling ear to ear, and he's just like playing this riff that like he wrote the riff, but him and I like worked on it together. And there's this dude just like not hunched over, but like sitting by him, like singing and like really laying into it. And then I look and I go, it's fucking Sammy Hagar. And it was, and like my student was able to go backstage, and like Sammy, I don't know the whole story, but apparently like Sammy like found out he played guitar, was like, play me something, and then he started playing a riff that he wrote, and then Sammy just started singing over it, and like his dad got it on video and sent it to me, and I was like, how cool is that? Yeah. I told him, like, you play with more rock stars than me, dude. Like, you know, like, that's crazy.
That is so cool. That is really cool. And that had to make you feel like,
even though you had parts in that, even better.
Yeah, that had to make you feel really
good. Really cool. And I mean, like,
that's my teacher. That's my student.
Yeah, and it's awesome, and it's like, you know, and obviously, like, you know, I'm not the one putting the work in. Like, you know, all the students are the ones putting the work in. You know, it's like I'm showing them what they can do, and I try to help. I always joke that I'm a personal trainer.
Yeah, but
I'm like, yeah, do another rep.
Sure, but they couldn't do it without you.
Yeah, which I do. You know, it is kind of. I always say it's kind of a selfish profession in that way, because it's like you get to be like, fuck yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's the same thing. Like when I have an apprentice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm teaching him at the
like
end.
I had a new guy at the shop and watch him.
Yeah.
The one I trust the most now. When he first started, he learned everything, and now he's my second. When I'm off, he takes care of things.
That's awesome.
He learned it just like that. It's like it's an awesome feeling. I helped do that.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Yeah, I get it. But Austin is becoming a good music hub.
Yeah, I moved to Austin in 2019 to teach. Like, I wanted to get down to Austin, and I found this amazing music school down there. It was such a weird thing. I went down with my dad, just like looking, like literally just to check out Austin and see if I'd like it, because I have an uncle who lives down there, and we were like going to a couple music shops and just seeing, like, I was graduating college, and I'm like, oh, maybe we can find somewhere I can teach. And him and I were looking for a place to eat lunch, and we just happened to go down this road, and like we don't know Austin at all. And we went down this road, and I think my dad was driving, and he just was like, I think it said music school. And I was like, really? And then we like turned around, and I'm like, oh, we go in, and it was like kind of like in between two busy roads, yeah. And I walked in and like went up to the desk, and I was just like, and I explained my situation, and they're like, this is the email you can apply. And all right. So then, you know, whatever, that happened. Got an interview, went back down, like flew back down later for an interview, and was able to get a job there. And then like found out that this is a nonprofit music. I mean, I knew this when I applied, but like it's a nonprofit music school that like honestly changed my life. Like I got to like teach, which was amazing, and like work with people. But I met some really amazing human beings through the school. I worked with a veterans group for about like a year while I was there. I still hang out with I still hang out online with one of the guys and like still work with him and and it's like it was a really cool experience, you know. But Austin was really cool.
No, that's a cool. I mean, you got something out of it.
Yeah, it was fun. And then COVID kind of brought me home.
All the traveling and meeting people and all that.
Well, yeah, that's what I told you. I mean, yeah, that's why I like hearing stories like this.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and you're not the first person telling us all these cool things that they did,
I mean,
traveling around meeting all these people. We've had others on the show, same thing. It's insane.
And just and like just seeing like I like watching people like watching you light up when you're talking about your student.
Oh yeah.
Because to me, I
You
love
see it
watching.
all right in your face.
Yeah.
You still
Yeah.
got the big smile going on. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's fun, and that's why this is
that's
like,
awesome, man. That
and
makes
this is a
me want to
different-
come. Like, hey, show me.
Yeah.
Well, and it's, I mean, like, I always joke and say, like, oh, it'd be nice to have health insurance, have a more stable job. I think we were talking earlier that I was looking at maybe going back for my master's.
Yeah.
But it's like, to get something a little bit more stable as a career. But also, though, not that I've had a lot of amazing experience. I'm very thankful for the ones I've had. I've been very fortunate to meet a lot of my heroes, and I've even been able to open up for a couple bands that I really enjoy. But it's those are the moments where it's like the best compliment I've ever gotten, and I've gotten a lot, thankfully. Is it's never like you're good at guitar or anything. Like those are nice, and I do appreciate that. But the compliment I think I get most commonly, and it's my favorite one to get, is when people go, "Man, I can tell you love doing that." Like when we're playing music, and the bass player Chris and every time we play, people come up and they're like, "I can tell you guys love playing together. I love playing," and it's like that's what it's about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It really is. So many of the bands we've seen live around here, ones that have been here together on the show with us talking, you can tell they're all family, and that's why they sound the way they do.
Yeah,
And as
You can
someone,
really tell that between the ones that are just there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and someone like for us sitting in the back usually kind of listening, we can tell
Yeah, you can really tell the ones that are passionate about it.
Oh yeah.
are having fun or
Definitely.
who's up there just because there is something to do.
One of and I mean I will.
You guys were having a great time at Voodoo.
Oh yeah.
You guys were having a blast.
Especially, I love playing those.
Wish I would have been there.
Especially with and one thing I do want to say, just because I do believe this, I do think it's just as valid to do it, like you're saying, just because it's something to do. I think that's just as valid
there's
as
nothing
being
wrong with that.
super serious about it.
There's nothing wrong with doing that.
Which obviously you guys agree with that too.
Yeah, I mean, I could tell a different between
Definitely
bands that
tell the
are trying
difference.
to go on to the next level than a band that's just having fun and just having a good time.
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with that because they're having a good time, and there's some great ones out there.
Oh,
I love going to see them.
Awesome bands.
Yeah,
It's
but
just-
you're some bad.
see all these
You can
shows
tell.
come up, and it's like I want to go to all of them, but I don't have the time with work and all
Yeah.
this crap.
Yeah, and it's hard. I always tell people. Someone was saying the other day to me about because I'm gonna go to one of the Voodoo patio shows. My one friend's playing one of them, and I just mentioned, I'm like, oh yeah, I think I can make it to it. He's like, dude, I never get to come out and see it. I'm so sorry. And I was like, no, dude, you have health insurance in a real life? I'm like, I'm the weirdo who's like, yeah, I'm free on a Friday night because I don't have a kid, And so it's like, but yeah, it's cool though.
Mine's in college,
There you go.
No, but
and
yeah,
I only work 4 11-hour days.
it's
I get every Friday off. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, and it's something like
but
my
it's
old
still other life and crap. It's like so many. Even tonight, there was an awesome one at Voodoo going.
Yeah, Storms and Bomb Mongrels. Actually, it's funny because I had this in my calendar and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go down and see that Friday, and I was like, oh, that's right, it's this Friday. I was like,
There's another one tomorrow, right? Was that one at Philly on the Rocks that we're talking about tomorrow?
I feel like I did see something tomorrow. Yeah.
I thought it was
I
Battle
think so.
Chapel,
Yeah,
I
Battle
thought.
Chapel. Actually, I'm going to pull it up because
Yeah.
there's some
there
good
was
ones.
a couple. But it's like, man, so many great shows, and it's like,
Yeah,
and on a
there's,
holiday weekend too. It's
Yeah.
like,
Well, and something that
we already got 3 picnics we got.
I know.
Which, hey, love it. Love seeing the people. And sometimes that's the only time I see them in a
I'll eat
year.
potato salad at all 3 of them. I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got.
Tomorrow, yeah, they always have awesome food.
Yeah, it's a Battle Chapel. Was it Tundra?
Yeah.
And was it Anam?
Oh yeah.
They're playing at
Yeah.
Philly on the Rocks.
I thought so.
21
We talked
plus,
about
6
trying to
6
go,
p.m.
but it's like,
Tickets are $10.
yeah,
That's gonna be great.
last time we were together, we talked about it, but then it's like, fuck, it's a holiday weekend.
Then actually next Friday at Voodoo is Beyond Silence and Scars of Agony.
What's the date on that one?
September 5th.
Nice.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one's on my calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the following
Next Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we might. I don't think I got anything.
I haven't been to one of them yet this year. One of the
They're
voodoo
cool,
ones.
man.
They're always a good one.
Yeah, and then what Mayhem's been doing, like Jen Matt and the whole crew, like that's a really cool thing.
Oh
There's-
yeah,
Yeah.
they've been crushing it with that. They've been crushing
Yeah,
it.
and they got
so
and
hard, the original
Nothing but
musicians
love to
say,
Mayhem Music Productions.
yeah, Mayhem. Also,
Yeah.
the real ones.
when
They
is it?
definitely are.
September 27th at the Centennial Hall is the Female
Female
Fest.
Feature
Oh, yeah,
Fest.
yeah.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, Mayhem again.
Well, I
That's a
know
good one.
The 12 War of Ages is playing, Centennial Hall.
Yeah,
Because we're on that, and then the 13th.
September 12th. That's Metal on the Bay.
yeah, it's going.
Yeah, there's so many shows that night, and then
Yeah.
the 13th.
Yeah, we got
I'm
tickets to
playing,
that one.
Yeah, we're definitely going Metal on the Bay.
I'm playing at Jurgles in Warrendale on the 13th. We're opening
Oh, really?
For, we're opening for Vola, if you guys know Vola.
No.
They're like the sickest
Vola?
band. I fell in love with them this year. I saw them in March.
Cool.
And-
This ain't cool. I got fucking.
Do they do these Black Claws?
Yeah.
Remember when I first got that speaker
Yep.
and I told you I had a song picked out that I'm gonna blast for you at full volume on it?
Yeah,
That was Vola, these Black Claws.
It's this.
How you spell it?
VOLA.
I will totally brag about this because I mean it's nothing that I'm proud of. It just like was a freak thing. It's just a weird
Yeah.
time in March. So in Vola, I mentioned my friend who always shares music with me.
Yeah.
He's been trying to get me into Vola for like years. And anytime I'm going on the road trip, he'll be like, give him another chance. And I'll listen to the discography. And for whatever reason, I just wasn't clicking with it. Like I was like, it's cool. It wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
And then in March, I went and saw Intervals, and Vola was on the bill. And so I jokingly texted him and was just like, I'm seeing your favorite band, like teasing him. And then they were in the first song, and I texted Chris and Jake were there, and I texted them, I'm like, this is how you write a fucking chorus. This band's amazing.
Yeah.
And like the set, like I was there for Intervals, and like Vola easily was my favorite part of the night.
Right.
Then like, I've been hyper fixated on them for the past
Really?
6 months. Yeah,
I
like
should check them
super
out.
into them. But then they
Vola's
announced,
awesome, man.
well, and they announced, because they're from Sweden and Denmark, they announced they're doing a US tour. So I bought my ticket, like VIP, the day they announced it. I'm like, awesome, let's do it. And then like 2 weeks later, they're like, hey, we're looking for local support for our US tour.
That's all.
And then they're like, yeah, and they're like, submit. And so I was like, Zachary would like to play this, and yeah, we got it, which was like super cool. So yeah, and then
Awesome.
my one friend's band in Pittsburgh, Nefel, they're a sick band, and they're on it too, and it's like it's gonna be a good night.
Yeah,
Man,
so
I
many
hope
good
nothing but
bands
I hope
from, like,
nothing but good things for you, man.
Thanks, yeah, I'm stoked. Yeah, it'll be
Because that's
exciting.
awesome, and that's so awesome of them.
And I just see looking at you.
That's
I just
awesome.
see looking at your face how fucking looking forward to that shit you are.
Oh,
man.
dude, yeah.
Shit.
And when is that date?
How
The
happy you are
13th.
with
The
it.
13th, yeah. And it's one of those things too. Is it's like it is cool being able to do it. Like it's like obviously it's like yeah we're gonna play to a lot of people, but like honestly it's more so just that it's like it's cool being a part of that band on this tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's cool being
Yes.
like able to
That's
support like a
awesome.
band you're invested
Yeah.
in. You know. And it's like and it's neat after being so.
Yeah,
into
and
their
to me, I'm
music
like,
and then-
thinking, you're going to be able to get your voices out to a farther crowd.
Yeah, you know, which we're really excited about.
Yeah,
that
that's
too.
awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
man, that's
man.
fucking badass, man.
Yeah, we don't
And
get to.
congrats for sure.
Yeah,
That's
congratulations.
badass,
That's
man.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, I wish I was
But I'm
joking.
sorry.
I wish we stocked up on more merch beforehand, but
Right.
you know, but-
I'm sorry, that's bragging rights.
Yeah,
It
it's
is-
cool.
it is
yeah. And it was,
brag
like, I
rights,
mean,
don't be
it's,
afraid.
It's like a brag because we got it, but like I think it's just we just got lucky. Like,
It's
it was
still,
just
it's a
good
proud,
matter.
it's a proud fucking moment,
Doesn't
man.
matter.
It's cool.
It's something you're allowed to be proud of. It ain't bragging. You're just proud
And how
of the
many-
fact that people like you that much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we just got in at the right time.
Yeah, but how many times have you heard like stories of musicians who just happened someone heard them?
Yeah.
Well, like in
And
Detroit Rock City, the movie.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah.
How they
it
put
is
it.
bragging rights.
Kiss opened for Blue Oyster Cult, and a year later, Blue Oyster Cult was opening for Kiss. That's how they put
yeah.
it. That's how some bands and shit get out there like that.
My friend just put up a video of him seeing Sleep Tokens at like a house show or something. Like there was like 20 people in the crowd only a couple years ago, and he was like, "Yeah, I remember when I saw this Sleep Token show, and it's like now they're selling out arenas, And it's like it's cool, And like I mean, it is this weird balance. 'Cause we were talking about it a little bit before we were on mic, but it's like I'm a rather introverted person, so like I always yeah, I'm a huge Iron Maiden fan. I'm like my dream gig would be playing in a band like Iron Maiden. and like
Hell
playing
yeah.
arenas and doing all that. But also I'm the kind of person where I'm like, I don't care to have my face on shit. You know, like I'm like, I don't really need people to know my name. It's
Right.
like, but it would be really cool for people to be listening.
Yeah, you like your.
It is
Yeah.
cool, man.
It's like,
Yeah,
that's
well, you
the
can do
thing.
it like just do a Slipknot does.
Well,
Yeah.
it's even it's like us doing this show. We don't care how many watch it, but then when we talk to people, I'm like, yeah, we watch your episodes all the time. It's
That's
like,
cool.
That's and
It,
that's
it
weird.
feels good.
That's weird.
It's like it feels good. It's like thanks, man. I
Yeah,
really
it feels
appreciate
good, but
that.
it's
Imposter
it's
syndrome's
weird.
a real thing, man. Where it's like, are you sure? Like you're.
I know we got to check out the demotivational speaker,
I've heard of that. That sounds familiar.
Lou
Yeah,
Thomas.
Yeah, Lou's a good guy,
Yeah,
dude.
Lou.
Oh yeah, Lou. Yeah.
Yeah, you
yeah.
took a picture of his tattoo.
Yeah, I still have it on my
Whipped out
phone.
the demotivational
So I'm
speaker
like-
That's probably where I know it from.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah.
bad at spelling and like I was telling you, remembering anybody's name or how to pronounce it. But I will remember your face,
Yeah.
so I had to take a picture of him. Like,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
That's stupid.
so I have a picture of it's like on his chest. So it's like I got a picture of like a man boob.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that's all right, FBI. I know you're listening, but it's only a man boob.
It's just a man.
Just a man boob. Man, but that's awesome, dude. I am so happy for you because once I
Yeah.
first heard you play, I was like,
Yeah.
man, they
And
got
I even
something.
think, you know,
They got something.
we have people on the show and y'all could fucking blow up into something. It's like,
Yeah.
they were on my podcast.
Yeah, actually, the next time I
Hey, my
have
gosh,
you
I got
on,
the name
I
on the
wanna-
cabinet over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sell
want
it
to
to you
bring.
cheap.
Next time we want to bring the whole band on.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be awesome.
That would be.
Well, like I said before, I'm like, it would
Anyone,
be
man.
nice.
Avasha, blaspheme, bring it on.
It'd be nice to, you know, like you know, we say blow up. It'd be nice. Honestly, health insurance and a livable wage would be great. Like, that's more,
Exactly.
that's more the
It's
thing
not
with it.
about
It's
to
like,
me. It's not like about blowing up. It's just
Yeah.
about to me. It's just about you're getting your music to more people.
Yeah. 100%.
You really see your dedication to the whole craft and all of it.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah, well, the thing, and I appreciate that. Honestly, it's like it's kind of obsessive. I do just genuinely love it. Like I love the scene. I love like just in general, like the Erie scene. I love, but I mean in general, like the metal scene. I love watching concerts. I love going to
Yeah.
concerts. I love listening to music. I love watching guitar players play. I like
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about guitar. You know, it's
Right.
like it's just been such a nice community to be a part of, and it's like just like everything
It
has
is.
its, you know, it has its, you know, ups and downs.
Yeah,
with it,
it's ups
but
and
it's like
downs.
you know, it's
Everybody always
been a
has
cool
this
place.
stigma about metal people. No, we're just cool people, man.
Yeah.
Not really music scene.
You ever been to like an incarceration festival? You've been to anything like that?
So it's crazy for how into stuff I'm in. I've never been to a lot of festivals, like big ones.
Man,
Yeah.
we talked about
We were
going to
talking
one
about
of them. It's like we're ever gonna do it, you know, we're gonna do it one time. So we're gonna throw down for like the VIP
Yeah.
air conditioned tent.
Yeah, that's the only way.
stuff,
I'm not
you know.
camping. I'm not camping. My ass ain't sitting in a tent. Give me an RV,
So
I
like you get in a
will.
festival like that. I saw videos of incarceration from
I'll
this
be
past
there.
year, and it looked insane.
Well, I like to think I'm like kind of a free spirit, and then I'm like, yeah, but like also like a bed and air conditioning.
No, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I say
I
that.
don't-
I've been
That's it.
sleeping on a futon for 30 years, but I mean like, you know, a mattress.
It's like that's. I just figure if
Yeah, I
I'm
don't-
ever only if
I
I'm
don't
gonna do
care,
it, I'll probably only ever do it one time.
Yeah.
Because you know I like the little smaller, like Massacre. It's not a huge festival, but it's cool.
Well, some of my favorite shows I've seen, like obviously not festivals, but like shows have been more of those like intimate rooms, you know what I mean? Where it's like, you know, you're seeing like, you know, 80 people in a room or something, you know, and it's like sometimes
Yeah.
those are the best shows. You
They
know?
are.
Right, yeah.
I saw one of my favorite songwriters, this guy named Mike Kinsella. His band that they had a single that blew up, and they're a pretty big band. They're called American Football. But he has a whole solo career under the name of Owen, and I think it's like some of the best music ever written. I think it's phenomenal. But he did a record, like a project with one of the guys from American Football. Honestly, I don't remember who the other guy is. I think they're related. But they did a record and toured on it, and only did like a couple shows. And so like I got to go see that in Pittsburgh at Club Cafe.
That'd be cool,
And it's like
yeah.
there was like 40 people there, and it was so cool getting them to be like when we were the first date of the tour, and they like
Yeah.
literally were figuring out how to run their rig. So like
Yeah.
the lights weren't quite working, and like he was like his guitar like was in the wrong tuning at one point. He had to fix it while he was playing. And it's like,
Yeah.
and it was cool seeing that because it's like yeah, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
it's
Seeing
cool
their
seeing the
start.
blues stuff, but it's also cool just seeing the like punk rock, like
Yeah.
you know, I brought in, you know, my rig in a suitcase, and you know, it's like,
Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah, it's always. Yeah. Oh, I was just looking. Chris got back to us. It was between 350 to 800 counting bands and people
Whoa.
for Melmaster.
Wow.
So it's
That's some pretty stellar numbers there. Everybody really turned out this year.
yeah. Same between those
350 to
numbers,
800 people for Massacre this year.
That was counting people in
Counting
band.
people in bands, yeah. That's a pretty killer turnout, honestly.
Yeah. But next year, I'd like to see that, over 1,000
Oh yeah.
of just people,
hell yeah,
not
dude.
including band.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you never see any trouble or issues there.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, you're stupid drunks walking around at like 9 a.m. like Lou told us about, yeah.
Yeah. Well, those things can be,
Shit-faced at 9 a.m. on a
well, they can
Saturday.
be corrected.
Yeah.
But
But
most
just
people are
that
chill.
place and that atmosphere is very unique.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
It is.
it's a rundown place, but there's something about it that has there's a good vibe to it.
Yep.
I mean, that's what it was meant for. But
First Massacre I went to was the last one before the big break.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I started playing in bands when I was, I was 13 when I was playing in
Jesus
original
Christ.
bands, but we weren't really playing gigs. We had band practice, we played our youth center and stuff.
Right.
Which was honestly cool. The first guitar player I was in a band with that wasn't just in my church band, a guy named Dave Van Mater, who actually, if you know Van Mater Funeral Homes around here, he's in that family. Fantastic guitar player. Also just one of the coolest guys ever.
Yeah.
But he was keeping up with him was so hard, and I still don't think I really did a good job of keeping up with him. But then what ended up happening, sorry, I haven't thought about Dave in a minute, and I was just I missed him. But I started a band in high school with the bass player of Amavasia, Casey. We did a trip in bullet type thing. We were 15. I was 15, he was 16, and we started it, and we did, when Basement Transmissions was just starting on State Street, we were the second or third show there we played. And then
it's so
I
young.
think we did it for a year, and then we lost our drummer, and then we got Zach Dean, who's the drummer of Blaspheme. It's so weird when you're talking about dating someone when you're 16, because it's that's not really dating. But someone I was dating, it was her cousin, and that's how we met. And so he joined our band, and he used to be in a band with Jaden. He was in, it wasn't Scars Bang, it was Beneath the Scars.
Beneath the Scars.
Yeah, and he was the drummer of them. And so we got on Massacre because of that. And that was our first full connection, meeting the 814 crew. We played with some of the bands, we were talking about Misanthropic Tendencies earlier.
Yeah.
I think they used to be in a band called Blood Gluttony, some of the guys.
I've heard them, yeah.
And they were the first adult metal band we played with in the area. Because I remember being these guys are so fucking heavy, and we didn't even know that adults did this. And then it was
I remember them from the first Massacre I was
at. Brutal, And I remember we were all 16, and we thought we were being all cool. And at the end of the show, we're we're all going to go to Perkins after the show if you guys want to go. And I forget who it was, and he it's funny. He was well, we're adults, so we're going to go to a bar and get some drinks. That's fair.
Fair enough. Yeah, I remember.
Peace out.
Yeah.
Watching them at Hootenanny and just thinking
That was sad. I missed it.
You're talking Misanthropic, right?
Yeah, I was
As they played, they were the last one?
Yeah, I
I
was
think so, the last one there.
and they didn't have the bass guy there.
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, because Massacre was I think his first show.
Yeah, and I was going, wow, I was blown away. I was I told him, you missed out that.
Yeah.
They were.
It's
Yeah,
cool
they
seeing
were
those guys
dark.
on stage too.
He told me that, and I'm like, fuck.
And that's another thing
Then
too.
another
Is
show came up not too long. Yeah,
it was Massacre. Yeah.
Yeah, then I heard him. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but it's been kind of cool because we get
Yeah, they
to.
were fucking badass, man. I loved it. As sound. As soon as I heard it, I'm he said, "Oh, I think they sound like Lamb of God." And when I heard it, I'm like, "Fuck, Lamb of God, that's heavier."
Yeah, it is.
I'm like, that's heavier. No,
Blasphemy's Lamb of God. That's why we started it. We're like we should start a band that's easy that we could just play shows with and have fun. And we're let's just do Lamb of God because I'm I love that band. And then we wrote one song and it was kind of straightforward. And then 2 or 3 songs in, we're why are we making these songs so goddamn hard? And so it's keeping us busy.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But they were fantastic.
I just don't. My biggest thing I have still never understood about any musician, vocalist, and how you guys do the multiple fucking bands and remember everything.
Yeah.
All the different songs that
it blows my mind.
Vocalists, guitarists, drummers, you see them all switch around. How do you fucking remember all that?
Yeah, and how do you keep it separated?
if I had more of a real life, like if I had a family and like a regular 9 to 5, I would not be able to do what I do. Like that's the thing. Like
fuck yeah, you could, man.
Well, I mean, remembering everything because it's like
that's
it's
hard.
a lot.
That's what I've always wondered. It's
I know,
like, how
it's
do
a
you
lot.
still remember all that?
It would also be different if we weren't like such nerds. Like we got to write the hardest, nerdiest shit for some reason. It's like we wrote more straightforward music, and I'm sure I love the music we write, but it's like it's one of those things where it's like if we were doing something that was a little bit more straightforward, it'd probably be a little bit easier. But it's like talking about the Bullish show. Like I've been rehearsing the set for that for 2 weeks, and it's like the show's in 2 weeks, and pretty much every day I'm running all the songs. And it's like just keep running your fingers, and it's like, and even then I'm still gonna fuck it up live, you know. It's like there's so much stuff going on. So.
How do you go about writing a song?
Yeah, this is you got 4 hours? No.
Yeah. We got all the time.
It really depends. I over the years I've kind of changed my approach, and also like honestly depending on the song, you know what I mean? Like sometimes songs will we'll start with a lyric, even though my music's instrumental. It'll start with like an idea or something,
right?
Where I'm like, like all the Zach Krahe music, even though it's instrumental music, like all the songs are about things. Right. And so that kind of helps me because even if it's like, if this song's like, a love song or an angry song or whatever, it just gives me a framework to work within. And then I go, okay, so like how does the harmony reflect that? Or, how does the melody reflect, like, one of my songs I wrote for a girl. And it was like, we're just like super fucking stupid. But it was like, I wrote this song and it was like one of those things where, this wasn't to show the girl, but it was like a song that I wrote for this girl I was rather fond of. And so then it was like one of those things where I was like, where am I at now with this person? And it gave me a song, you know what I mean? And so it's like there's different things like that. One of my favorite songs is that I've written is a song called Ceramic and Glass. And we were talking about moving to Austin. When I moved to Austin, we were my parents helped me move, so we were all staying in my apartment for a few days.
You want to show her anything, man?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you. But we're just basically unpacking my boxes of like pictures and all that kind of like your typical stuff. And I just remember like there was I don't know if it is actually ceramic, but there was like a vase, like a decorative vase, and then like a couple pictures. And I remember I just like looked over, and the first thing that came to my head was like like moving and like a big step like that. But I saw the ceramic and glass, and I was like, that's kind of a cool idea for a song. So that song was kind of about like moving away from home, like moving away from family, and And so it's like, there's different things. And a more like musical sense, like that's more like the, I guess like perspective sense. But like on a more musical sense, a lot of times what writing a song for like Zach Krahe looks like is a lot of times it's me just like noodling on my guitar and playing like, honestly not shreddy. Like usually I'm just playing some chords and I'm trying to find little melodies. And then usually what I try to do is if I find a chord that I really like, or if I find, like a melodic idea that I really like, I go, cool, how can I stretch that out into a song? Or how can I use this as a touchstone for the rest of a song?
And then the other pieces are work off what you did.
Yeah, and it's so like the Zach Krahe music specifically was actually just me, because it's been a project since 2019.
Really?
Live it's been a full band, but we did a re-release of my first record where everyone was on it, but up until that record it was just me, and so now it is, I'm still the songwriter, but now it is a lot more collaborative, where now I'll send like a demo, like I won't write the bass parts unless it's like a very specific thing where I'm like, in this spot I want this bass part or something.
Right.
And then the drums, I program like a real basic, Jake's gonna laugh at me saying basic, but a real basic like drum groove just so he knows what I'm going for. But then it's just, and Justin, the other guitar player, like I'm writing the next record right now. He's got a couple solos on, or he doesn't know this, but he has a couple solos on it. And it's like,
he doesn't know yet.
It's
surprise!
It's like a trust thing, though. It's like, I know these guys.
You have until Monday.
Actually, Tuesday. Tuesday's going to drop.
But yeah, it's like, and it is like a trust thing where it's like, I know if I send this to, them, that they're going to be able to run with it, and it's like, this music has been my brainchild,
Right.
It's like definitely my like passion project. But
I see.
Everyone like really puts a lot into it, and like the songs are so much better because of these guys.
Definitely, man.
It's a great,
definitely. It all just melds so well.
You know who I would love to see him do a song with?
Who's that?
Dave
That would.
Storm.
We've talked about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Dave's good player.
Yeah, well, because when I hear him
Yeah, we had him
play,
intimate on the
yeah,
deck.
when I hear him
Felt a
play,
little crowded by Dave.
yeah, I hear a
And
lot.
Dave.
I hear a lot of Eric Johnson.
Oh
He
yeah.
reminds me of Eric Johnson, and I'm like, okay, Zach kind of reminds me of your playing style reminds me of Jason Richardson's.
Whoa.
I should have.
Oh.
You know what's funny is I don't hear that at all, but you're not the only person who said that to me. Because I've had someone else recently.
The hand
actually say
that on the press.
It was
Watch his hands on the press. I swear.
That's a huge compliment, so I will take it. I cannot take
And
it.
Jason reminds me of
Damn
a
it,
young,
Dave scoring brownie points.
a new version of Eric Johnson, like Eric Johnson on steroids.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I would love to see you and Dave. Oh man,
That'd be cool.
that'd be fire.
That'd be cool.
Dave's an awesome player.
He really is, yeah. And a great dude, just the same, too. Like, he was pretty much a co-host at the Hoop Day.
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
The
yeah.
whole time our live episode, he chilled right there with us almost the whole time.
Yeah, 'cause we did a live
Co-host right
episode.
there.
That's awesome.
And I think he was like there, like
About-
within the first
about
10 minutes.
90% of it.
Yeah, he was there within like maybe minute 10, minute 11, all
And
for
the whole
like
time, it's like,
hilarious. Yeah, he just sat right next to me. We just got high and shit. And,
Yeah, he's another one of those guys that like you can tell he really likes it.
oh, yeah.
And like at the end of the day, I think that's like the most important thing. It's just that.
yeah, the ones I like
Yeah, I
watching.
like what you do.
I follow you and Dave. I follow and watch the videos. I'm like, man, you can just tell you guys.
Thanks.
Saturday.
It's different. I don't care what anybody says. It's different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like it.
So who would you like consider like one of your influences?
There's a lot of them. Depends on when you ask me. But my knee-jerk response, especially because the bullet hoodie, is like Matt Tuck.
Yeah.
Matt Tuck, and I mean, talking about trivia, Matt Heafy. I mean, like,
Yeah.
when I
Mr.
was,
Viva.
those were the two.
I love him though. I don't
Yeah.
care.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm choosing to believe he's not, but it sounds like he might be. But it's like those guys were so the first band that I got into that made me like metal. I was playing guitar for a little bit, but didn't know what I liked. And then I found Megadeth, and I was like, oh, I love this. But Matt Tuck was actually the first, like Bullet from the Valentine, was the first band I heard where I was like, that's what I want to do. So for sure, Matt Tuck, and then they got me into Trivium. So it's like Matt Heafy is a huge influence of mine and still is. I still get people who reach out to me when they hear my songs who go, I can tell you like Bullet, and I'm like, I don't know how you can tell that quick, but sure, it's true, you know.
There's a lot of Bullet tribute fans that I did not realize.
Oh yeah, well it's
Yeah.
like you forget Bullets as big as they are, and then you go to a
No,
show
it's
and it's
like
like
that.
people know all the words, man.
Yeah, like I told
Yeah.
you, I got into him just recently because of him.
Yeah.
You know, he introduced me to like,
Good influence.
oh yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I mean, I'd be fucking walking around like, you know, just like stupid, not knowing what to do.
Right.
He introduced me to so many, like the scene and different bands. But yeah, Bullet,
Isn't that awesome?
man, I got into them real hard.
Yeah.
I like their sound.
Yeah,
Well, like
you
you're wearing
all the
Poison,
time.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Poison's in my top 5 favorite records for sure, every time.
I listened to that like once, at least the whole album once a week.
For a while, I was driving
Mhm.
Jeep, and that was the only CD I had in there. I just played for
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I mentioned earlier, I'm a Maiden fan. Adrian Smith's one of my huge influences. In terms of like the stuff that's like similar to the Zachary stuff, I'm a huge Pliny fan. Pliny's like probably my favorite modern guitar player, like of like the new wave guys. And I think he's got one of the best touches. Him or David. I feel bad because I always mispronounce his last name. I believe it's pronounced Nietzsche. But fantastic guitar player. But the guy who like inspired me to start the Zachary project was an artist named C2A. I believe he's Scottish, if I'm not mistaken, but he opened for, I saw him open for Haken a few years ago, and it was the first time I saw someone do like the kind of thing I was doing, or I'm doing now, but like playing it live. Like I heard like, you know, early Polyphia, before Polyphia was what they are now, and it's like I was super into it, but like I didn't really see him play live, and I never saw like what I wanted, like what I do now. I never saw it really live a whole lot, especially like guys who were self-producing in their bedrooms.
Yeah,
and he was one of those guys where it's like he did it in his bedroom, and then he was touring with Haken, and he was across, he was over the pond,
Right.
across the pond or whatever. And it's like I remember seeing him and being like, that's what I want to do, is this kind of thing, And I think that influence is like really obvious.
And that's tough too, the way like how he did it, coming, doing it like self-produced and all that, because
Yeah. Well, and that's how I've been doing it up until now. This next record I'm doing is the first time that I'm not self-producing it. I mean, I guess I'm still producing it, but someone else is mixing it. I'm gonna have someone else master it. And, yeah, and it's like it's gonna be a pretty big investment. But this album's kind of the first like all-in one. But it's like a big step because it's like up until now it's been.
And that's what you're working on now?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working on it for about 3 years.
Any kind of time frame?
Well, it's the goal is next year.
Okay.
It's gonna be fall next year. That's the tentative goal. It is one of those things where it is gonna take as long as it takes. Like I'm okay with this taking. I mean, honestly, the biggest hurdle is gonna be probably finances. Because we're gonna be doing like all live drums and doing it at like a pretty legit recording studio.
Oh, yeah.
The guy who's mixing the record, I actually just had him mix a single for me, kind of as like a test run. I'm doing a split EP with a friend where I did a song, he's doing a song, and then we're doing a song together. And so for my song, I hired this guy to mix it, to kind of test him. He knew this, but like basically to see if I wanted him to do the record.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's alright.
Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh.
Only got the one.
That's alright.
You only get my good side.
Yeah.
It was on for a while.
Yeah.
I was on the whole time. I don't know. We must have hit it.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah.
I can go back and.
Yeah, there you go.
Good catch.
See if they red light back on.
Red light.
Yeah. That means because I won't be able to start editing this until Monday anyway. Because I got that.
Yeah.
Briskets and pulled pork and had smoke for that party, my in-laws.
Sounds like a good time though.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
So I'll start that probably, I don't know, maybe probably 9 o'clock Saturday night.
Nice.
And then the party's not until 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon. So it'll be a long time.
Ah.
Yeah, it's already.
Sorry, I won't be there this year.
No?
Nope.
What are you guys doing?
We're going to Denny's.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. We're not going to be staying around, so we might stop by.
Sounds like a plan, man.
Yeah, whatever. Well, that stinks, you fucking camera. Yeah, I must have hit up the after the cable side, yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I'm filming like a reel or something for Facebook, and I go, "That's the tape," and then I look at it wasn't recording, and I go, "Great."
Oh, you gotta go take a pee-pee.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take one.
Go take a pee-pee.
Oh, my knees.
Go take a pee-pee.
Ow.
Me and Zach will keep on talking. We're gonna talk about you behind your back. Is that
And
okay?
he will.
Is that okay?
That's okay by me.
Alright. So what I'm like, when you're like not doing anything, like what do you do for when you're not doing music?
Thinking about music? No.
I'm thinking about music.
Honestly, I'm kind of lame. Like I don't really go out a whole lot. I tend to kind of stay home. I've got.
You sound like us.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, pretty good.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. It's like
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah,
It is.
I do. I'm home. I'm definitely a homebody. There's a select few of people who I will occasionally see.
Yeah.
But it's just I do like people. Like I keep saying I'm an introvert. It's like one of those things where it's like.
Oh, trust me, I get it.
I do like people, but it's just also is that doesn't recharge my batteries. I need my alone time.
Yeah.
I grew up playing video games, so I play a little bit of video games, not as much these days. But
I
play
suck.
some video games.
The only reason why I never could get into the video games is because I suck so bad.
Really?
Yeah,
It's okay, I suck. I just keep doing it for some reason.
but no, my oldest plays and my youngest is finally he got an Xbox. I don't know how they do it. I mean,
We like it's we used to be the kids like in high school. We were the kids who would like school the adults like on Xbox. Where like we were the ones who adults who get so mad because we're so good. Now we're the adults who are getting destroyed by 12-year-olds.
yeah.
But it's cool.
And I'm back here as a 53-year-old eating popcorn. I'm like, not even trying, not doing it. I see the. Yeah, I get, yeah.
The whole online gaming thing though is just like it is kind of what you're saying about like Instagram and social media earlier.
Yeah.
Is it's like I have like a group of friends that like it's I always joke and say it's kind of culty, but like we've all been friends since we were in like preschool days.
Oh yeah,
and it's like we're all still friends, and it's like it's really neat because like we get together like a group of us and we play Dungeons and Dragons like once a
Oh
week.
yeah, we should do
And
that.
so it's like, and everyone's living in different sides of the country, so it's like we all just hop on online and can do that, and like we'll play a video game maybe one day a week for a couple hours, and it's like it's cool to play games and stuff, but it's also just an awesome way to stay in touch with people who are thousands of miles away. You know what I mean?
Right. We used to play Dungeons and Dragons growing up.
Oh, nice.
All the
Yeah.
time. I bought my daughter, because she wanted to play and I never could get her to open it up. I'm like, I'm not gonna play by myself. God, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that's fun. We've been doing the campaign that we're in right
And
now.
this was
5 years, I think we've been in the same campaign for this
uh,
one.
this was probably late '80s, early '90s.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was
That's awesome.
like, at that time, I was, so I graduated in 1990. So I mean, I was like,
Yeah. That's awesome.
it was fun. Oh, I was
Yeah.
a nerd, dude.
Oh.
I was a nerd.
I still am. It's great.
Yeah,
And it's-
I got. It's so funny too because when people get to know me, they're like nothing like you appear. with the tattoo, so I'm wearing all black and the thing, and I'm actually just a homebody.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's
That
fun.
likes conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I just love to going down the rabbit hole. It doesn't mean I believe them, but it's kind of interesting.
I leave for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Back in the fucking
I
rabbit
should.
hole.
Oh, I fucking love rabbit holes, man.
Well, like the conspiracy, like I mean, talking about things I do for fun. I'm a huge podcast guy, so like I'm listening to podcasts constantly.
Every day.
And
Who do you
like,
listen to?
well, the one is that I've been listening to for years now. It's called Time Suck. It's comedian Dan Cummins, and he actually did a lot of conspiracy theories, which is what I was like, oh yeah.
I've listened to him.
Yeah,
I haven't
he's-
listened to him in probably a year, but I used to listen to him.
I'm a huge stand-up fan, so like any comedian and stuff, like for the most part, I'll be into. I listen to like Time Suck is probably the thing I've been listening to the longest. There's a true crime one that's like a comedy true crime one that I like a lot. That's kind of like I always joke it's like my fast food podcast. It's
Me
like,
and my wife,
nice.
long road trip together, we listened to true crime podcasts
yeah.
the whole fucking ride.
Check out Small Town Murder. Small Town Murder fucking rocks.
Wife, did we hear Small Town Murder?
I think I've heard that one too.
I've heard it on the
James
Podcast
Petrogallo
when
and
you're
Jimmy
driving,
Wisman.
yeah.
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 That's. I was listening on my way here. I fucking love that podcast.
So I said, our road
Yeah.
trips, we listened to murder casts the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
way. She's
Love
thinking
it.
of ways to
Yeah.
kill
Like
me.
it.
I got certain podcasts that I will listen to.
But
Like one,
makes
like
the
I'll
road trip
listen.
so much quicker, and it's
It
awesome.
does.
Oh, he does. Like I'll listen to Rogan if he has
It's
something
like, wow,
good
it's
on.
been a fucking hour
But
already? God damn.
There's one I'm not gonna say because if I say, people will know what I listen to. I'm not gonna.
Please don't.
Yeah, but Dan Cummins is a good one too.
Dan's great. Yeah, it's
Honestly,
like.
and Crime Junkie I'll listen to.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, that's another one we listen to a lot too.
There's the Murder Sheet.
Oh yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
I did that one.
I didn't
because-
realize how many of these I know. I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like I might
Yeah.
be listening to too many.
Yeah, because I got into the Murder Sheet
No,
because
never listen to too many.
they were covering the the Delphi murders.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm from Indianapolis, so I know where Delphi is. And
Yeah.
when I was out here in fall, I listened to.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
It's crazy when a kid's kind of close to home. It's like when
Yeah,
I
'cause
saw
I knew- I'm like,
the
oh, I
Pizza
know.
Bomber stuff. Is it's
Oh,
like,
boy,
I'm like, oh, I know.
It's like,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
you know,
It's like,
it was
Where were
like-
you when that was going on? I know exactly where I was.
I don't remember where I was, but I remember when it happened. Like I do remember it happening. You know, I was still pretty young.
The pizza bomber.
Yeah.
The day of the pizza bomber, I was sitting at
Now, that
what
was
is
weird.
now the Poorhouse in Waterford. Poorhouse Tavern in Waterford, right there.
Oh yeah.
Right by the hotel.
Oh okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it used
gotcha,
to be
yeah.
Tom and Arabelle's then. And I worked third Plastech, and I stopped there, got like a hot dog, a hamburger with a tree, and he had the scanner going. And I'm sitting there about half fucking toasted. listening to all that
That's
going on the
fucked up.
scanner. I
I
like,
was
oh
there.
shit.
I was there. Went to Walmart, parking lot's empty on my lunch break. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Had no idea. Had no idea. The
Yeah.
cops were like a block up the way with this bomber.
Yeah.
I'm like, why
One
is
of my
Walmart
professors
closed?
in college was one of the
I
reporters
guess I'll go
who
back to
like
work.
went farther
And
than they
then-
were supposed
then
to
you
during
started
that,
seeing
like who like went past the
area.
barricade and everything.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he like told the story. It was pretty nuts, you know.
Yeah, I didn't never heard of it until like we moved out here in
And that was
2011.
crazy. The dude, what the fuck was the dude's name?
Oh yeah.
Oh, with the bibs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think that's that chiropractor
He,
place.
no, he came. I used to work at it was the Shell station where Bromans is, that Gulf
Oh,
station
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Used to
yeah,
be
yeah.
Shell then, but
Yeah.
years back I worked there. I remember him coming in, getting cigarettes all the time. When I saw it, I'm like,
Crazy.
no fucking way.
Yeah, like I said, being from Indianapolis, I didn't hear about it until when I moved down here. We were going through Netflix, and that's I'm like, what? And then we watched. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm googling it, go down that rabbit hole.
Oh yeah.
I was like, and of course, when I had to go see a chiropractor. One on 19. That was that.
That's
Oh, his
the-
name was Bill. That dude's name was Bill. The coverall dude. His name was Bill.
That's crazy.
That's it. That's a chiropractor
What a world,
business.
man.
I'm like going, oh, that's it. When I was like, when he was adjusting me, I'm like, going, that's all I could think about. I'm like, oh, this is.
I'm
creepy.
sure he gets that all the time.
This is. I didn't say anything to him, but I'm just kept thinking to myself, man, this is creepy as fuck.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
That was a crazy case.
Yeah, no, it's just nuts. And I mean, like, the thing, like, I like, when I listen to any, like, true crime, like, I do like the comedy ones, like, especially like Time Suck or, like, Small Town Murder, because, like, they are respectful of the victims, and that's the
Right.
thing I like, is, like, that they're not, like, making jokes about people getting, like, hacked up, and it's, like, more making fun of, like, you know, the situation, I guess.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm real weird, though, like, in recent years, where, like, and maybe I'm just getting too soft, but, like, I can't, and I don't watch a lot of TV, like, I tend to watch the same shows I've been watching my whole life.
That's
But it's
exactly.
like
Right.
when I see like this is gonna make me sound not metal at all, but like some things I watch are so freaking violent now that like I'm like I can't like I can do like sci-fi violence and shit like that,
Right.
fantasy violence, but like when it's just like human on human violence, some of it's a little too real for me. Where I'm like I just don't need to see this, you know? And it's like it was kind of like when Walking Dead did the
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Negan Glenn thing, where I'm like.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it. Like, I get it. This is done really well, but I'm like, I don't
But
need
you
to
didn't
watch
have to.
someone.
You didn't have to show it.
Yeah, and it's
I know.
like.
I sound like a fucking prude, but you
That's
know,
what-
fuck
yeah,
you. I'm
and I
an old
get
Gen
that.
Xer. I can say
But
that.
then, am I psycho for thinking that's cool?
No, that's the thing. Is I do understand that I'm weird and I'm probably too sensitive about it, but
No,
like for
no,
whatever.
I get it.
to each their own, man. So
But I used to never be like that.
I
Like
wouldn't
I
dog
used to
anybody
be
for how you
I've
are.
always,
or
yeah,
whatever.
no, I've always been that way, but I
to each their
also,
own. You do
Yeah.
you. Hey,
but I also was a volunteer firefighter for like you know decades. But so I've seen the bag of the dog, so it's like
Yeah.
you know so.
Yeah, and I think, and I don't know exactly why, like what shifted in my brain for it. It was just like one of those, and honestly, I think it was like probably more of a desensitized thing. Cause I just kind of stopped watching stuff. So then when I started seeing
Right,
it again, I
yeah.
was just like, whoa, this is a great.
Yeah, because you never like you really never saw that stuff when we were growing up like on. But now you know you do, but
yeah, I
but
didn't
this,
see it in all the fucking Saturday morning cartoons.
well that's cartoons.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that
Fucking-
shit. All the old
I don't care,
school
Jerry
60s
deserved
and
it.
70s cartoons.
Jerry deserved it from Tom and Jerry.
Foghorn,
Fuckface.
My dad used to Johnny Quest. My
Oh,
dad
God,
gave me.
yeah.
I remember he had a bunch of Johnny Quest on like a VHS that was like ripped from TV or whatever. And I remember I used to watch a couple of those. That was
Yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots. Yeah, Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah, they well, yeah, they were.
My uncle, my hippie uncle, and fucking Beverly Hillbillies all the time.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
well,
love that shit. We get that Beavis and Butthead, man. Yes.
like I told my kids nowadays, you know, I've gotten more wiser in my older age as I have told them, I'm like, don't believe anything you see online. Don't believe anything. You're almost at the point you cannot believe anything you hear or even see. I'm like, you're gonna have AI coming, and there's some videos out there that are wicked with the AI
Yeah.
that you cannot tell.
Yeah, the AI thing's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was
Like,
scary.
it's one of those. It doesn't feel real. Like it feels
That
like
scares
theater,
me.
Mhm.
I was reading a story today where they actually were able to classify their first murder because of ChatGPT from OpenAI.
Oh yeah.
The guy
Killed himself or whatever.
killed his mom, and then that was the first
Something
suicide.
like that,
But this
yeah.
is the first. I actually said murder. Yeah, he actually the
Like
guy killed his.
ChatGPT was like cheering him on.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell your parents, just do it.
Yeah, he hung himself because he
Something
asked.
like
He sent him a
that.
picture about the. That was a
That was
suicide
fucked
kid.
up.
Yeah. He took a picture of the his setup with the thing and sent it.
It's like I saw a
loaded
small
up.
article James Cameron said he
Yeah, it was-
wrote Terminator in 1984 as a cautionary tale, and now look at everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
No, it's like that's like
That's good.
talking about conspiracy theories. Like to me, that's not a conspiracy theory. That's just like
Yeah.
we're fucking playing with fire right now.
we are,
You know
and
what I
it
mean?
can.
Oh, yeah.
And I can imagine it could probably have a great benefit. You could probably get faster cures for
Yeah, I've
diseases.
seen different
if
shows,
you
like
just-
I've watched different Star Trek, things like that make it like the AI works out with them. Other ones, like Captain Marvel, the fucking Supreme Intelligence
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever the fuck it was, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time
It's like
I
AI could end up like that. AI could end up wiping us all out.
you know what it reminds
It's
me
gotta
of?
make something.
It's that movie with Will Smith, I, Robot.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, there's that scene with Will Smith and I forget the actor's name. The robot's name is Sonny. And
Yeah.
I know he's sitting there, and Will Smith's like, he says something. He's like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "Well, can you paint a painting?
Yeah.
Can you like write an opera or whatever?" And then Sonny just looks at him and he goes, "Can you?"
Can you?
And it's
Yeah.
like,
Asshole.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
that was a witty line back then. You know,
You know, it's like anything else. When the internet came on board. The internet has a lot of good properties, but you're gonna find bad shit.
and
But AI can destroy with
They
the
just
bad
took the
shit.
internet, blew it up, now everything's connected.
Well, it's like it's one of those things where I know like every generation thinks it's the end of the world. You know what I mean? But we've never, and I'm not saying it's the end of the world, but we've never had anything like this yet. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
correct.
because it's like even if you're looking at like nuclear weapons, like that is still like a man-controlled thing, and it's like AI is an independent entity at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
It's gonna get a
scary, yeah.
Is it gonna get? To me, it's like it's gonna get a conscience.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
man.
then when it gets that and it gets self-aware, I'm like,
Yeah.
we could be fucked.
Yeah.
Because they could say, you guys, I got to do this
It's
for your
almost
own
like they're
good.
copying all the Terminator movies.
Yeah.
Well, and like as an artist, like so I don't use any AI in anything I do, and I
Right.
won't. And I know I'm like I'm definitely an old head in that way. There's already a lot of people who are in my circle who are doing it constantly. And like my graphics will not have AI in it, my music videos won't have AI in it, my music definitely doesn't have any AI in it at any level. You know what I mean?
Right.
My whole thing is like, when it comes to like AI from the creative stance, is like it's taking away the thing we get to do, not the thing we have to do. Like my AI isn't doing my dishes. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like, and it's like I know musicians who like are using programs to write songs now,
Yeah.
and it's like
Seeing videos on Facebook and shit,
Yeah.
whole songs made all by AI.
Yeah,
And
but it's not the.
it's like what's more human than creating, and you're taking that away. You know what I mean? Like
They
it's
were-
like it's disgusting.
It
this
is.
this
Like,
one
It really is.
this one conversation I was listening to online. It was an artist because someone was talking about AI destroying music, and like he pointed out, he goes, my industry was destroyed when streaming came available. Like Spotify and Pandora destroyed it. And he goes, so it's our, and this is like a name
Teams are
band.
on that.
Was that the Aaron Lewis?
No.
No, because I saw that. I saw an Aaron Lewis interview,
Yeah.
which basically was the same thing where he's
Yeah, but no, this was a different art. This is what,
Spotify and different apps like that give the local bands a place to put their music where anybody can check it out.
but yeah, but
Like
I
I've
guess
heard
that-
some of them around here. Fuck, probably Storm, something like that. They're all over the fucking
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, but it's like did you hear that conversation about the the Spotify, the Aaron Lewis.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting because
He's like I'm part of the Billionaires Club, and you know what I got? I got a plaque.
yeah,
And
I'm
it's
like,
like-
that blew me away.
it's
I'm
like-
like, huh?
I'm not gonna like lie and say I'm a huge Aaron Lewis fan, but it's like that's pretty fucked up. You know what I mean? Like you should
Yeah.
be getting paid for that.
I mean, I like
It's
his music. I like his music now, and I liked him in Stain. So I mean,
Yeah,
I liked
yeah.
them both. I mean, but I actually that was my old.
I'll give credit where it's due.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. It's like it's just
8
fucked
million
up. You
spins
know,
and he
made
got a
money.
plaque.
Yeah.
I'm like, should have got that because I mean, he actually we went to Jacob's first concert I took him to. He was playing acoustic at the casino,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was only like
Okay, yeah.
300 people.
Oh,
So it
wow,
was
yeah.
one an intimate show, and it was a great show. You know,
Dude,
he was a
insane.
good. I liked him, but yeah, when I saw him on that podcast, I wanted it. I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Like he goes well enough where I didn't see.
Yeah, he
I
said
didn't
by
notice
time
in my
it goes
bank
through
account.
everyone's hands. Yeah.
I mean, he probably made something, but like you said, not enough to even notice.
Yeah, and it's like it's just ridiculous, you know. And it's a weird, and like it's like once again, it's like it's a double-edged sword. Where like
It
on one
is.
end, it's like the person I was talking about earlier, the woman from Poland who had my music. It's like it's amazing because that wouldn't have happened without that kind of
Right.
stuff.
Right.
But it's like, but also it's like, you know, not that money's everything, but it's
Well,
like,
they gotta get the middleman out of there.
yeah, well, yeah, and it's like, and, you know, I'm not saying that like, you know, whatever streaming service doesn't deserve their cut, but it's like,
Yeah,
you
but
would
how
think
many-
that the creators should be making at least half of it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like,
they're the
how
ones
many
putting the
hands-
effort in. I mean,
Like how many hands does it go through before
Yeah.
I
How
get
many
to see
people
it
have
cut?
to run the servers to keep it going? Probably minimal staff, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Massive
yeah, and
server.
it's like,
I don't think
just
it's right.
Just because you got here first means that you have a right to my income. You know what I mean? Like it just it
Plus,
doesn't
when
make
you're,
sense.
yeah, plus when you're selling, you know, ads,
Mm-hmm.
and you're
Yeah.
making, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars, or maybe
They can
probably
afford.
even,
They can afford to give the
probably
fans a
hundreds of
fair
billions
cut.
of dollars if they're paying some of these podcasters,
Yeah.
you know, big bucks. I'm
So-called
like,
influencers.
yeah, I'm like,
Don't get me started on
no.
that. Yeah.
And see that thing that drives me crazy. The influencers,
Yeah.
especially when I see them out and they're like in it.
Best picture I just saw the other day told the way I saw it on Facebook at Big Cat. You're not an influencer, you're a whore.
Yeah, I'm like, I see these videos of these like girls
Oh,
like
yeah.
making a video
Tammy
on like,
agrees.
the escalator, you know, dancing and all that, and there's people behind them just like going, Jesus, it's like, come on.
It reminds me of. Did you guys ever see The Fifth Element?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It reminds me of that when it's like I forget the guy's name, but he's got like the weird like blonde horn with his hair.
I gotta go
and
back
it's like,
and watch it.
It's so
That-
Ruby
over the
Rod.
top. And is that his name?
Blah, 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 blah.
Was it Chris Tucker?
It is Chris
Yeah.
Tucker. It is Chris Tucker.
Chris
I can't think of
Tucker,
the
but
character's
his name in the movie was Ruby Rod.
Yeah, but like when you see it, and it's like it's so over the top and ridiculous, and it's like it's sci-fi, it's like quirky and weird, and it's like
Yeah.
I feel like that like
It's-
that's what it is.
yeah,
it's like
one
not
thing
a
to see
human.
it on a movie, but another thing to keep seeing it every day.
Yeah, and it's it's
Well, there's so much entitlement out there nowadays.
there's so much what?
Entitlement,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think social media definitely like led to this like
Yeah.
increase in at least perceiving it as like narcissism. Like it
Yeah.
seems like
Yeah.
everyone's the fucking main character. You
Yeah,
know what
and
I
I-
mean?
It's on me all the time.
And I always have to remind like
Now it's
everybody
a
what.
profession. Kids want to be an influencer when they
Yeah.
grow up. What the fuck?
I had a
Who's
student-
gonna build your computers and shit all day?
He's going to be a plumber, electrician, builder,
I-
doctor.
I had a student of mine who really early on, she was pretty young, but I try to not get too preachy with students. But I had a student who I was trying to connect with her, and I'm like, so what do you want to do when you grow up? You know what I mean? Like, what do you want to do with your life? Because like she wasn't like, not that I expect like a 12-year-old to get like obsessed with guitar or something like
Right.
every 12-year-old. But I was just like, what are you into? You know, I want to know what you like and what you want to do with your life. And she was like, I want to be famous. And I was like, oh cool. I'm like, for what? And she goes, I don't care. I just want to be famous.
Yeah.
And I remember, and I'm like, I understand it's a 12-year-old, so I didn't get too real with her. But it was like one of those things where I told her, I was like, hey, that's cool. I'm like, do something cool. Like, do something worth being famous for. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like if that's your goal, cool. Like,
Really shine.
you know, but do something. Like, don't just be famous for the
Yeah,
sake
be
of being
famous by
famous.
helping
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
It's like we don't need more Kardashians. You know what I mean?
No.
Like we
Yeah.
don't need that.
You don't need
you
shit
know?
like that at all.
Be a person, you know? And it's
Right,
like
right.
yeah, it's just it's weird.
Well, they see like these influencers on TikTok or YouTube that make videos like that, and they're just making 6 figures every year.
Well, that's, I mean, not to go back to Carlin,
Yeah.
but it's the Carlin thing where he's like, I don't hate on politicians. He goes, because politicians are made up of us. He goes,
Yeah.
the best
Right.
we have to offer. And it's like, the thing that sucks, I think, the most about that is it's like, you know, not to be negative, but it's like, that's what the world wants. Is they
Yeah.
want, like, influencers. They want the, you know, and it's like,
Yeah, I
it's,
know.
it's kind of, you know, it's just kind of a, you know, I don't mean to be like super disrespectful of a profession, but like it's just not all influencers, but I feel like that culture is just very unhealthy. You know?
Well, I think
Yeah.
so.
You should like this. You should like this. You should like this. No,
Yeah, I
make
can.
your own choices.
Yeah, just just
Don't take his opinion, her opinion, that guy's opinion, or this fucking guy's opinion.
yeah,
Yeah.
Try it for yourself.
yeah. Just
Just because they say
Yeah,
it's
all you
good,
gotta
doesn't mean
do-
it's good.
all you have to do is just be respectful, be nice, and just
Be yourself.
mind your business.
Yeah, exactly.
Mind your business. Be
Mind
yourself.
your business.
Yeah, I like
We were
that.
going to actually start a podcast called S4 called Mind Your
That was
Business.
the original reason
Yeah.
for the microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah.
Just
and
because us and the wives would just be shooting the shit about God. What
Mind
the
your
fuck ever
business.
just come up.
Yeah.
So we should record it, Mind Your Business call. That we did like one episode we recorded.
Yeah,
Sitting out here drinking.
it was funny. Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah, you
'Cause
were
that's all we
super
talked about. It's like, man, just mind your business,
We were
man.
pretty
Just be
super.
nice,
Yeah.
be respectful, but just,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, no, I mean, and yeah, I mean, like, I mean, that goes back to
who
like.
cares what people are doing?
Well, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't matter, you know. And
It's
it's
not
like,
affecting me.
Yeah, well, and that's, you know, and it's like there's enough.
Once it affects
There's
me,
enough
then-
going on in my life. I don't even know what these people have
Yeah.
going on in theirs, you know. And it's like it's one
Right.
thing to like be knowing what your friends are up to, making sure they're okay, like your family and stuff.
Correct.
But like
Be
you know,
aware of your
yeah.
surroundings that you care about at least.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, I've had friends that are like,
I
get
did,
together
man.
and all they do is talk about what other people are doing that you barely even know. And it's like,
Right.
why are you even hanging out if this is the only reason we're hanging out is to talk shit about something I've never met? You
Right.
know, it's like, why do we care? You know? It's like, I don't know, let's go write a song, man.
No,
You know,
I
it's
agree.
like,
But yeah.
it's like,
No, we're,
I wish I
yeah.
had some ideas.
No, we actually just do. This is what we do.
yeah.
We don't do shit. A lot of times we might go somewhere, and you know, us four of us. But
We
yeah,
do like
most of the
getting
time
out to the shows.
we don't get out.
You'll
We don't-
definitely catch us at Metal on the Bay, September 12th. So
Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
there's
Yeah,
still
right, yeah,
tickets available.
Are there really?
Yeah, they're still advertising it. There's still tickets
Come
available.
on, people. Come
You
on.
got Battle Chapel. You got Storms Within.
Yeah,
And you got Scars of Agony. It's
It's
a
gonna be a
killer
good
lineup
show. But it's gonna be on a boat.
on
Yeah.
the boat.
I mean, it's not gonna be docked. It's gonna be out. We're gonna be floating,
This is-
floating in the water.
This is a dumb joke, but is that boat gonna handle all that metal? That's a lot of
I don't know.
That's a hell of a lot of
I,
metal
I've never
out
been
there.
on it. I don't know.
It's gonna be a shit ton of fucking metal.
buoyancy on that boat.
I know, right?
Christ. That's gonna be.
But it's looking to be a great time now, so you know, anybody's still
So-
interested, get your tickets.
Hear about wrapping up here.
Yeah.
So what do you you want to plug any upcoming shows?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, the two we got not to compete with that September 12th thing, but we're just September 12th at Centennial Hall.
That sounds like a killer show. If you don't make it to one, make it to the other, do something, get out, see a show.
Yeah, yeah. And then if people
Appreciate
feel like
that.
venturing to the Pittsburgh area, September 13th, Vola. You know, like I said, my project Zachary is going to be opening for Vola.
I wish.
So cool. I know. I wish I could too.
I wish.
Yeah, it'll be cool. But yeah, other than that, I mean, like show wise, actually, intentionally, we're not really booking a whole lot right now. So I'm in four bands. I'm in Zachary, Blaspheme, On the Bossy, and Portage. And Portage is a band based out of. We didn't really talk about them. And we actually have only played near it, I think, once, like since I've been in the band. But it's like a Midwest emo math rock band.
Okay.
Okay.
But that band, we're writing our first record since I joined the band. So like we're doing a lot of that. Like getting that ready. I'm writing the Zachary record, so like we're not really booking a whole lot for that right now. Blaspheme is recording our first record.
Awesome.
Which is
Hey,
really
you're
cool.
busy.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Busy,
it's
busy.
awesome. And then it's
That's where
great.
you gotta get bring up how do you remember all
Yeah,
that.
I don't.
That's
fucking
awesome, though.
understand.
That's awesome, man.
You gotta just clench your fists and pray. You know?
It's like I'll be like,
Get you back out here with all the guys blaspheme.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
Do it again.
yeah.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
either of the bands
Love
be
it.
great. I mean, we just love
Me and
sitting
him,
down.
Ben Jones, in the recording episode. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, but it's
It's been a long
summertime.
while.
There's a
So
lot
we're
of
still here, people.
yeah. It's summertime, man.
Yeah, everybody's
summer
out
is
having fun.
it's festival season. There's a lot more gigs going on. More there's a lot more happening.
Yeah.
It's usually winter times when we'll start really, full.
Yeah.
Because it's much easier.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And I mean
Yeah,
that's
but
like
it's-
that's
we
the
try
thing
to-
going into fall and winter is it's a great time.
But still, I
to
mean,
make
we're on our
things.
18th episode. We're almost at our
18 with Zach, Krahe.
and almost
Hell yeah.
1 year. This November will
That's
be
amazing.
1 year, so and it's blowing
Yeah.
up. I mean, I couldn't believe. I mean,
The love and support from everybody is just
Yeah, it's been-
awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
and all
Yeah.
and
It
Sunday
really
we tell
is.
them, we just want to sit down and just have a conversation. We don't really care.
That's all.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
we
I think
just-
it's really neat too because like
and I
I
get to meet
heard
bands too. I get to meet people in bands. So it's,
well it's like and I mean obviously like you were saying about me seeing you guys in Pittsburgh and like knowing who you were is it's like it's just neat that like it's the same thing as like I said about seeing C2A is it's like you don't realize like always that there's people doing these kinds of things on a local level or like not that C2 was doing it on a local level but are doing the things that like you see other places so it's like it's amazing what this happens you know what I mean I think it's so good for like not only the scene but just like in general it's just amazing
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, and
What
that's.
happened last night?
We're just two guys.
Yeah,
who love
but
the
there's
fucking-
nobody like
love the
me.
music.
But there's nobody else doing anything like this. I mean, it's more organic.
Yeah.
You don't see it. And that was one thing we didn't want to do is have like a sit-down interview where we just ask you questions and how you handle
No,
it.
it's just
Yeah,
natural.
there's
You
nothing
get to
wrong with
know-
that.
You get to know the guys in the band, the guys
Yeah,
and girls
I
in
mean,
the
there's
band,
nothing
you get
wrong
to
with
know
that because you're, you might have a short window on whatever,
It's
but
like sure you're talk about the music, but then you get to know the people too.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's cool. I think that's really neat. I mean, like, I don't, like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know who would want to know about me, but, like, I would definitely be
Surprised.
interested in other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like, I can see the
surprised.
appeal in it.
But yeah, we were told at the very beginning that you might want to keep it like 20 or 30 minutes because people aren't gonna watch. I'm like,
No.
because our first episode was with Jaden and
Oh, yeah.
Kenny Sutton to get the Monster Tots out.
Yeah.
And
And Kenny's a good dude.
and then,
Jaden
but
is too, obviously.
our first band that we wanted something that was loud, disturbing, and just in your fucking face. So it was Joe Nameless,
Oh, yeah.
and it just blew up and shit. But yeah, I mean, but we weren't. I mean,
It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
yeah, we're just.
I suppose I compare it to like you're going out jamming with the band. Well, I can't do that, but we're doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
but
it's
you
cool.
know,
Like
that
it feels
first,
good like that.
but that first episode was like over an hour and a half,
Yeah.
and I'm like, like
See
right now
people
we're at
watching
a.
and listening.
It's over. Well, the
Yeah,
thing
we're
is,
at
like,
a-
it's over
Yeah,
when
we're
it's
at
over.
an hour and 45 minutes,
Yeah.
and it seemed like it went.
Oh, I
by
knew.
within-
I knew. As soon as this guy walked in, we started talking. I
Yeah,
knew.
that's what I said. I'm like, this is going to be one of
It's
the,
gonna be a good
the
one.
better episodes when we.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
because
that, yeah.
we love. I like talking about like
Oh yeah, you do.
with the guitars and the
Yeah.
technical stuff.
Oh,
So
yeah,
before we
yeah.
do, where can people find your stuff?
Yeah.
at?
So like everywhere. Speaking of streaming and everything.
Yeah, I know, right?
Good lord. But yeah, I mean, like, so like when it comes to social media, I run everything. Like my Instagram, basically, I use my Instagram as my primary thing. I just kind of forward that stuff to Facebook. But it's just ZAKRAHE, and if you Google it, it's my first two initials, so my first name, middle name, and then last name.
All right.
That's why the band is called that. Is it was supposed to just be me in a bedroom, and then we started playing live. So now my name has to be on T-shirts, which is kind of dumb. But
That's
yeah, and
hilarious.
then like through that, I mean, I have links to all the other projects and stuff. So it's like, you know, there's a few bands I didn't mention today that like we released on like we did like a Iron Maiden-esque song and have that out. You know, it's like there's little things we've done like for fun here and there. So it's
Right.
like there's more than things, but the core active projects
I
are the
feel
ones
like
that
I'm
I
missing out.
No, man, follow
I
him.
do.
I tell you, because I follow you on Facebook. I think Instagram. But yeah, your videos are really they're fun.
Yeah, I've been like I have a weird relationship with it where it's like I love playing guitar and I love playing like I don't like edit anything when I post it on Instagram or whatever. And it's like that's a huge thing now. Like guitar players editing their shit. And so like lately I've been trying to like maintain the integrity of like still playing live but getting better sound quality and better like video quality.
I get that.
So it's like I've been doing a little bit with that, but I have been posting a little bit less content of me just playing lately just because
Yeah, I mean,
I'm focusing on other stuff.
Yeah, that's how we keep ours raw. I mean, the only editing I do is I'll switch from camera to camera, but
Yeah.
I don't edit until my.
Don't get me wrong. I edit my albums like crazy. I make sure they
That's
sound the
different.
way we want them to sound. But
That's
like,
a whole
like
different.
live, it's
That's a
like,
whole different
Yeah, live
ballgame.
is live,
Yeah.
natural. cool sound. I love it.
Yeah, that's apples and oranges.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, people can find us on Facebook,
Yep.
the Metal Family Experience, and
On YouTube, Metal Family
YouTube.
XP.
yeah, on YouTube. Go to
And it's
YouTube.
awesome going from dude recognizing us in Pittsburgh to on the show.
Yeah.
Got you on
Full
the show,
circle.
and here we are with
Feels good to be here.
Zachary.
a lot of
Check
support.
them out.
But yeah, find us what? YouTube was the Metal Family XP, then our website is what?
It was
The Metal Family XP.com, right?
Yeah.
The Metal Family Experience.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's, yeah, if not, you just go to Facebook.
Damn
We
it,
have
Dave,
all
you
the
were
links.
supposed to remind
We
me.
have all the links on Facebook anyway,
Facebook,
because you know
all
we're
that.
the older crowd, so we still use Facebook. I have Instagram, but mine's reversed. Some my Facebook
Well, what's,
is yeah.
what's funny is Instagram still,
It's still-
like now I'm the old person with that.
I know.
It's like now
No.
I'm on TikTok. I post on TikTok and I don't even know how it works. Like I'll post and my
Yeah,
friends are like,
I-
I sent you 4 reels and I'm like, I don't know what that is.
I know. I got us on TikTok and
I used Progies in AOL chat rooms.
I have no
I
fucking
haven't had
clue.
that. Yeah.
I have no fucking clue. We're on TikTok and I still have no
I don't know why
fucking
you
clue.
did that. Don't ask me.
Yeah, because everybody kept saying you gotta be on TikTok. God, really? Well, shit. I mean, we have a lot of people that like. The problem we're having is we have a lot of people that watch and subscribe. We're on subscribe to Spotify,
Yeah.
subscribe to
Smash.
YouTube.
Smash the
that
follow
like
button.
That way you get the notifications of every show. This show will, well, of course, will come out when it comes out Tuesday.
Tuesday, because
So-
let Slather ask that at Labor Day.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm working tomorrow, then I'm working Monday.
That's your
So
problem.
I gotta work in the morning. I know. I swear, it's always busy.
Poor
Yeah.
Dave.
But other than that, man, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me.
I'm really looking forward to having you on.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool too because it's like the first like real conversation we've had other than just like
Hell
bullshit, so it
yeah.
feels
Right.
cool. It's cool getting to like know someone like over a microphone.
It is.
you know?
Yeah,
It
phone
is.
microphone in the garage.
I'm
yeah.
sure I said some stupid shit and I'm sorry.
No.
I don't know anything, I'm just some guy.
I
You
think
can say anything stupider than me.
Alright guys, but other than that, see you on the next one. Actually, what's September 12th? Don't forget, Metal on the Bay.
Metal on the
Other than that,
Bay.
have a good night. Peace.